Here on our hearty special pregame show over the state championship game of 4A in Tennessee High School girls basketball. And boy, folks, you're cleared out over there.
Boy, I tell you that it was 90% full in here with Livingston and Jackson Southside folks, and it was a good ball game.
Jackson Southside won the 3A today by a final score of 62-52 over Livingston. And the Livingston Academy must have brought everybody in the whole county with them when they came over here, because it was full. Bartlett folks clear out. The Bradley folks are moving in now as we're getting ready for the game to be played, and the Bartlett girls are out on the floor warming up. Bears will be out here shortly, but we're going to talk some things in here at pregame, talk about what's going on here today. I also want to mention the fact that McMinn Central is playing tonight in the 2A championship, a game that we've seen twice this year, a team we've seen twice this year. And they're going to play against Westview, so we wish them and Coach Johnny Morgan and the Chargerettes the best of luck in their game there. And here come the Barretts out on the floor. They'll be the, well, I say it's going to be the visiting team, but they're dressed in black and Bartlett's in white.
Yeah, that's right.
And
home team is in white.
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah. Home team. Bartlett will be the home team in this game here. But Bradley girls are here tonight. You know, they're 34-1 coming in. We follow them all season long here on Mix 104.1 and our sister station Buzz. And Brian, this is what you live for. You know, I talked to these girls last night on the radio and talked to them. It was all over eating our dinner meal over there at Demo's yesterday. That was a Bradley Central takeover in that restaurant.
Took it over.
We had probably 100 people in there, and it was Bradley over there. But they talked to the girls and the coaches. This is what you live for. You work all those long hours of practice in the summer and the grueling, the weightlifting, all the things that is necessary to have an elite program like Bradley Central is. And it culminates hopefully here in the state championship game. And that's where we're at. And Coach Reuter, he preaches, you know, early in the year, he set 6 goals for his team each year. That is, one is to win their Thanksgiving tournament. One is to win a Christmas tournament somewhere, which they won both of those. One is to win the regular season district, which they won. One is to win the region tournament, which they won. The 5th one is to win the sub-state to get you here. And now 1 box left to check.
That's right.
6 boxes he sets each year and makes no bones about it. He said, our goal is to get to the state tournament every single year for the Barretts, and they've been there 33 times, more than any school in the state, boys or girls. 33 times we've been here. 43 wins, 27 losses in those 33 times, with 6 gold balls. Twice we finished runner-up. So, and we were champions in 62, 70, 73, 75, 76, and 2019, the most recent, of course. And it's nothing like it, you know, and we're involved from the media side, and you talk to your buddies in the media and newspapers and radio and TV, and what's it feel like just to sit on press row and broadcast a championship game? Well, folks, it feels pretty dang good.
It sure does.
It's really pretty good. And we're honored, absolutely honored and humbled to be here to bring our games to the folks back home. You know, we have a huge audience. We always do on our broadcast. And it just grows when we get into the postseason. And we will have the last team standing in our district is the Bradley girls. And this is going to end today. And then we'll have the McMinn County boys. I'll remind you about that coming up next Tuesday. They'll play their first game next Tuesday. I'm not sure who they play, but I guess they'll know or they'll draw for that, or may have already drawn. But you know, I don't have to describe what you feel when you come to games like this. You're in a beautiful facility here at Murphy Center. You're going to have a very enthusiastic crowd of Bradley fans.
They are filing in as we speak.
And they sort of have to wait till one school moves out till another school can move in there because of the crowd here. They've got part of the upper deck open. They've got about 12 different sections of the upper deck, and they've got about 3 or 4 of those open here behind us and also to our left here. Brad will be working from the road bench today, or the away bench. They'll be on the left side as opposed to where they were yesterday when they knocked off Coffee County. And by the way, just to remind you how the Barretts got here, they beat in the first round the #1 ranked team in the state, unbeaten Bearden, 35-0, had a 57-game winning streak. Defending state champions coming in, and Bradley beat them 55-53 on that putback shot by sophomore Harmony Ware to advance them to play Cookeville, a team we didn't play this year. We've played them many times in previous years gone by because they used to be in our region until they redistricted the state. And that bumped him to District 9 and out of our area for playing until the state tournament. But they beat Cookeville in that game, 59-43, and played probably, Brian, yesterday about as good as they could play against a team of that quality and that size. They were spot on in a lot of ways.
Oh, the Cookeville girls were really good, Gary, and the Barretts just matched up really well. The Barretts just went to work. They did. They played their game. They controlled the boards, and she shut down the powerful Cookeville three-point game from downtown. They were 2 for 14 from three-point land, and that really turned out to be the difference. As the Barretts, I believe Cookeville cut it to 8 points at one point.
Right.
The Barretts just zipped right back out and won by a comfortable margin. And I was just watching the girls. They're just exactly like they were the first game of the season. They're just running around out there and warming up. We're about 24 minutes away from tip-off and the national anthem and all that. And we have a special Cleveland girl doing the national anthem day, Gary.
Lily Winters, 8th grader at Lake Forest. We'll sing the national anthem, and we'll pick it up what we can from the floor. But she will be out at midcourt, and we're not where we can get to her with a microphone or anything like that. But she will sing that. We'll have that for you here. And if you've not heard her sing the anthem, my goodness, she'll give you cold chills. She is really good. Just a tiny little thing. 8th grader at Lake Forest. I'm glad to have her over here today representing the Bradley County. And I don't know how they select those folks. But they didn't ask me to sing it, you know.
And thank the good Lord that they didn't ask us to sing. So, you know, all is well.
As I said, the Bartlett Lady Panthers, this is only their 4th appearance in the state tournament of any kind. They're 6-3 in those 4 appearances. They actually finished runner-up once, and it goes back to 1928.
That's a while back.
Almost 100 years ago, 95 years ago. Bradley, as I said, in their 33rd state appearance, and that just sort of boggles your mind that they've been here that much. They had won it 6 times. They finished runner-up twice in 64 and 95 to Shelbyville each time. And they won those 6 state championships. 5 of those under Smitty, and 1 of them, the recent one, under Jason Reuter, who's in his 13th year. And Jason's a pretty good coach, and we might let him hang around a few more years.
Yeah, he'll be back around next year.
Yep. He's only won 387 games and dropped 43, which is a 90% winning percentage.
That's pretty good.
And I don't know of anyone in the state, even Smitty was winning 86%. Now, he won 1,217 games. He's there for 43 years in his total coaching career at Charleston and Bradley Central for the girls. But Reuter told me, we was talking about that the other day. Well, I ain't going to be here that long.
And I tell you what, Coach Smitty would be proud of him.
Yes, he would. The Panthers, the Lady Panthers of Bartlett, coming in 34-7 in their on the season. The Bears 34-1. That lone loss is to McMinn Central, who actually is playing for the 2A championship tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. So, go Chargerettes.
Another local connection there. We hope Johnny Moore can get that win. He's got over 1,000 wins of his own. He's in 3rd place in the state overall in total career wins. But
and it just so happens that's the only blemish on the Barretts record this year is the team that's playing at 6 o'clock tonight.
And we played them. We came back and got them the 10 days later, beat McMinn Central. And that was our senior night, I believe it was at Bradley Central there when we got that win. And so it's an exciting time. Let's go ahead and take our first break of the pregame show, brought to you by Hardee's. Invite you to go by Hardee's, grab you some food, sit back, listen to the game. You can pick this game up on Mix 104.1 live here on the radio. You can download our free app, My Mix 104.1. That's a free app. Download that. And anytime something's going on with Mix, you can watch it on your phone if it's televised through Mix TV. But this will not be today. TWS controls exclusive rights to television today, so we have it on the radio here. But on that free app, you can listen to games on Mix or on the 101.3 The Buzz or on Sports Radio 99.1, whatever your choice is, because during football season, we got football on all 3 stations there. So keep that in mind. Download that free app, and you can sit and listen to it here at the game, or you can listen to it at home. And around the world, we've had people from literally around the world in time goes by talking about our games and listening to it. They can't be here. They're in a service. They're in medical facility, something like that.
Grandparents from everywhere. Yeah. We've heard from everybody. We appreciate all the feedback we've been getting, and not to mention all of Bear Nation back at home that couldn't make it up here.
That's right. Let's take that first break, I promise you, here for Hardee's. We'll be back in 2 minutes on Mix 104.1 with more live coverage in the girls 4A state championship game between the Bradley Central Bears and the Bartlett Lady Panthers. Back in a couple of minutes.
A name and brand that you can trust. Wholesale Supply has been serving the Southeast for over 75 years. Whether you need plumbing, electrical, or HVAC supplies, Wholesale Supply can provide you with the products that you need to complete any job, big or small. Supplying brands such as Kohler, Delta, Rinnai, Progress Lighting, Mansfield, and so many more. With 32 locations across the Southeast, Wholesale Supply is your hometown plumbing, electrical, and HVAC supplier. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
From everyone at the Lynn Jones Foundation, we would like to say thank you to each of our local high school teams for a great basketball season, and we wish you the best in the postseason. We are very proud of all your hard work and determination. The Lynn Jones Foundation is dedicated to empowering people of all ages to dream, aspire, and achieve through the simple needs of nutrition, clothing, and education. To find out more, please visit lynnjonesfoundation.com.
Mix 1041 is everywhere you go with the free Mix 1041 app. Download for free and listen on your phone and your mobile devices at mymix1041.com. mymix1041.com. Presented by CHI Memorial. Hello, human kindness.
This is Thomas Williams with Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Stop by today and take advantage of Bradley County's largest pre-owned inventory. Or visit cleveland-nissan.com, home of the lifetime warranty.
Bite this network with an urgent weekend morning update. You can go back to sleep. That's right, relax. Because Hardee's now serves their new Super Biscuit sandwiches every day and until noon on weekends. So you can rise and dine with a whole lot of meat on a made-from-scratch biscuit. More on this whenever you wake up and get back from Hardee's. Bite into the new Super Sausage and Super Bacon Biscuits only at Hardee's. For a limited time at participating Hardee's. Exclusions may apply by time of day.
You're listening to the Blue Cross State Championship, TSSAA State Championship game right here on Mix 104.1. Brian Grissom, Gary Hornby, live and in color from the Glass House on the campus of Middle Tennessee State University, and we are thrilled to be here. We are about just over 17 and a half minutes away from the opening tip, or at least the national anthem anyway, and we're almost ready to get this 4A state championship basketball game underway between the Bradley Central Bearettes at 34-1 and the Bartlett Panthers at 34-7. The number 2 ranked Bearettes in the state and number 7 Bartlett. And Gary, I tell you, this is going to be an outstanding basketball game tonight. Let me very quickly, right here on the court, the Cleveland Ford pregame show from the Audi of Chattanooga broadcast booth. And the crowd is still filing a large contingent of Bradley Central fans. And we've already got one state championship in the books. The Jackson Southside team over Livingston Academy, 62-52. Jackson Southside went undefeated, 34-0. They were the number 1 ranked team in 3A. So one championship game is in the books. The 4A game is about to get underway here in just a few minutes, and then it will be followed by the 1A championship game, which will be between McKenzie and Wayne County, and Wayne County is also undefeated, the number 1 team in the state. So that ought to be an amazing ball game. And then up in our neck of the woods, the McMinn Central Chargerettes and Coach Johnny Morgan, and they will try to take home the gold ball against Westview in the final game of the day of the 4 championships. Gary, I tell you, the Bearettes are about ready to come back out on the floor, and it's just going to be an outstanding night. I've got a good feeling about this one.
And Bartlett's just taking the floor, and their group of fans is to our right here across the way from us. The Bears will be to our left. They'll be the team on the visitors bench, and they'll be dressed in black. Bartlett will be the girls dressed in white today. Bartlett comes in the record of 34-7. They played 41 games already.
That's a lot.
41 games. They went to about 4 different tournaments, and you don't have to count each of those as individual games. That's how you get by with playing that many games. Bears have played 35. And I hadn't looked back. I was wondering, we won 33, I know, in 2017, but 34, be nice to get 35 here tonight. But
that's the one we're looking for.
When we won the state in 75 and 76, we won 36 games, went unbeaten those 2 years. And then it was 29-3 in 2019. We won that there. But the Livingston Academy, as we said, falls to Jackson Southside, the Lady Hawks, 62-52. Up next will be the Wayne County Lady Wildcats, who are unbeaten, against McKenzie Lady Rebels out of Carroll County. That's McKenzie, Tennessee. And then McMinn Central Chargerettes out of our own Etowah, Tennessee. McMinn County will take on the Westview Lady Chargers in their game there. So it's going to be a fun finish. And they have these games in sessions on the championship day. We'll have 2 games. There'll be a break between games of about an hour or so before they'll start the second session later today for the 1A and the 2A there. So McMinn Central girls will be playing the last game of the day, which is not really at night. It's going to be actually, let's see, at 6:30, 7:30 local time back in Tennessee. By the way, you got to set them clocks ahead tonight.
Hey,
you got to set them ahead. You lose an hour of sleep and gain it back in the fall, I guess. If they they passed the law.
No,
they didn't. Look,
You're
today
kidding.
They did not pass. It got stalled in Congress.
Are you kidding me?
It got stalled in Congress.
I've got to go demonstrate.
And they're going to try to come back in Congress and get it done before time to turn it back again.
Unbelievable.
But right now it's still, go demonstrate.
I'm going to. Right as soon as I get done this basketball game, I'm going right over there and demonstrate. I want my hour in the afternoon.
And we're here on behalf of Hardee's for our very special pregame program for the state championship game here on Mix 104.1 between the Barretts and the Lady Panthers of Bartlett. Bartlett has never won a state championship. They finished runner-up way back 95 years ago, as we mentioned, in their only appearance in the state finals. The Bears have been here 9 times in the state finals, 6 wins, 2 runner-up finishes, and this marks the 9th time here in our game today. And one thing we've seen, we watched Bartlett play the other day. They got a 6'5" post player standing right in front of me, and you got my back up here if we start a fight or something.
Absolutely, buddy. I got you. Joe's got you other side.
Yeah, Joe's over here too. She's tall. They got 2'6" and 2'6". Now, not all 5 of those start because they got a little dynamite point guard out front.
She's the one that worries me.
Yeah, she really does. And I don't know if we're going to try to play a run-out kind of game and move the offense and quickly up and down the floor, or if they will try to, I don't know. We'll have to let Jason Reuter, who's the head coach, figure that out. That's what he gets paid the big bucks to do that.
Right.
Let's take another time out here on Mix 104.1 in the Hardee's pregame portion program here. Very special day from MTSU, the championship game between the Barretts and the Lady Panthers of Bartlett. We'll be back in 2 minutes with more live coverage.
At Alon Planning Partners, we believe in better. A better way to invest, a better way to serve you, and a better result. Our process begins with us listening. Take advantage of our complimentary retirement strategy session by calling Jay and Brittany Hagee of Alon Planning Partners and hosts of the Alon Exchange Radio Show at 800-971-4549, 800-971-4549.
For more than 30 years, the Chattanooga Heart Institute and CHI Memorial have been leaders in the treatment of heart attack, heart failure, and bypass surgery. Our team of 27 board-certified cardiologists, 3 cardiothoracic surgeons, clinicians, and support staff provide award-winning comprehensive cardiac care. Learn more at ChattanoogaHeart.com.
It's Virgil Edwards, our longtime friend, General Manager, Chattanooga Auto Square.
We've assembled probably 250 of the best used cars for everybody. I mean, I've got Fords, Chevys, Toyotas, Nissans, BMWs. Of course, we've got Infinitis, and of course, we've got Rovers and Jaguars and Porsches. But we've got something for everybody. I mean, it's just incredible what we've been able to pull together. Call us at 423-424-4000.
At TVFCU, we're proudly providing home loans for our neighbors. Enjoy your new home, Robin. TVFCU, a place for all of us. Equal housing lender.
You're listening to the TSSAA Blue Cross State Championship game right here on Mix 104.1. Brian Grissom, Gary Ormby, the Hall of Famer, and our good buddy Joe Cannon from the Cleveland Time in here in a minute. Friends and neighbors, let's pause for station identification. Our broadcast is presented on Mix 104.1, WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland, and Athens. And Joseph, tell us what your thoughts are on the ball game.
Well, from what I've seen of them, I've been hearing about Bartlett all year long.
Yep.
I'm part of the voting for the Associated Press polls, and the guys out in West Tennessee really pushed them, said don't pay attention to the 7 losses because 5 of them were in out-of-state tournaments against nationally ranked top teams.
Right.
They only have 2 losses in state. One of those losses was to Webb School over here, which just won the state championship, D2 Class A state championship last week. And then the other one was to Arlington, who we know is a very strong program there in the Memphis area as well. You know, I'm impressed with what I see of them. Like I say, they've got a lot of height and they've got a lot of speed with the guards. 4 of their 5 girls that are over 6 foot, though, are only freshmen and sophomores.
Yeah.
So that's
that's scary.
But that big girl in the middle there, 6'5", North Carolina State signee, Miss Tennessee basketball finalist. She's going to be a load to handle, that's for sure.
Now, I tell you what I think the Barretts have to do today, and then I want your opinion.
Okay.
I think the Barretts have got to hit their shots early in the game and get a lead, and it doesn't matter how big of a lead.
Yeah.
The pressure will be on Bartlett. I believe if the Barretts can get the lead, hit their shots, because they're going to have a hard time on the boards today.
Yeah, I think, you know, they've got to do what they call Barrett basketball.
Absolutely.
That's when they excel. That's when they, you know, they're getting steals. They're putting pressure on defensively. They're making their shots. We've had a tendency to get out to some leads and then sort of falter a little bit and let teams come back some. You can't afford to do that against a team like this.
Right.
You're going to have play the whole 32 minutes and hopefully no more than that. But
I don't think I can stand it.
You never know. I mean, it's going to be an exciting game. I pointed out in my story that when we were over here the last time in this situation in 2019, we were also playing a Memphis area team, Houston, who also had a Miss Tennessee basketball finalist.
Yep.
And we were able to handle that.
Right.
And, of course, we just took on Bearden the other day with another one and, you know, took that victory. So it's, you know, we're used to this pressure. We've been here before 33 times, more than anybody else in the state. Of course, not all these girls have been here 33 times, obviously, but, you know, the program knows what it's like to be here, and that's a big part.
And the overall composure of the Barretts, they've done it, and they have not deviated from that one bit all year long.
Yeah.
Region championship, sub-state, first 2 games, and they were down to one of the best teams in the state of Tennessee. Didn't bother them in the least.
Yeah.
They weren't down. It went down to the last second.
Yeah.
Barrett's got it done.
Yeah, I mean, they're a very strong program, very strong tradition, and they know what it's like to be in this situation.
Interesting side note, too, the coach of Bartlett, his name is Wesley Shapley. He coached at Arlington.
Oh, really?
For 3 years. Went to Bartlett, which is their arch enemy.
Yeah.
It's like Bradley Cleveland, right across town. So he switched schools, and ironically, Arlington beat him this year. And the only loss, they were 9-1 in their district, so that one loss in their district was to Arlington, his former school. And I was reading this morning some information about that. It said it was a very awkward, well, not awkward, you know. It'd be like Jason Reuter going to Cleveland High School or going to your fixed rival. And so it's a different feel for them over there.
Sure it is. Sure
I was just looking, we got that lady there, referee, that one of the 3 referees called our game last night, I believe, didn't she? And they called a good game.
Well, did a fine job.
And the guy, the other referee out there at midcourt, they're talking to the captains right now with Sloan and Hannah out there for the Barretts, and then the big post player. That is Mallory Collier is her name, and that will be a name that Wes Moore will enjoy having over at North Carolina State, and I'm sure his Tennessee connections helped him secure her over there. But we're about 6 minutes or so away from the tip-off here. Ryan, you had something?
No, I want you to give us those point differentials. Bartlett, they slow it down. They don't go as fast as the Barretts do, and that may be a big factor in the game, which team gets to enforce their will on the other team.
Yeah, the Bears come in averaging almost 70 points a game at 68.5 points, and defensively getting up 33.6. So there's a differential right there of 33.9 points, almost 34 points. Average margin of victory. Bartlett's averaging 59 points. They're about 10 points per game behind the Barretts in scoring, and they're giving up 43 points, so that's 10 points more per game.
Right.
So their margin of victory is 16.3.
So take that for what you will, but that's a telling fact to me.
Well, like you said, it probably means that Bartlett plays a slower pace kind of game. And Bradley's going to try to get out and run, I believe, is what they want to get out and do. Fast break, try to get those runouts like they've done so well and so often here lately.
Yep.
The game yesterday, which we saw here, and you heard broadcast, I hope, it wasn't the nail biter we had on Wednesday when Harmony Ware put the shot back with no time on the clock there to beat the #1 ranked team, Bearden, 55-53. And Coffee County, the game right after that, beat Blackman 53-51.
Yeah.
So, and yesterday, so you think, well, pretty even matchup when the Barretts played Cookeville, but it turned out the Barretts really got their quick start up 14-4 after 1 quarter play and held that margin all the way through. They got it back to 8 points, I believe.
Yep.
And from that point on, Bradley just quickly pulled away.
We're back.
So that's about what we've seen. And Joe, you have any predictions on the game here today?
Well, you know, I feel pretty good about it. Of course, we've been watching them all year long, and we haven't seen Bartlett except for yesterday before our game. But I feel that the Barretts, as long as they make their shots and they don't get in foul trouble, that's you know, that's been a problem, you know, on and off. And they were calling this games a lot tighter than the thing I noticed today. Coming over on Twitter, that one of the local area sports writers had put up that in the quarterfinals there have been almost 100 more fouls called this year than there were in last year's quarterfinal.
Wow.
And last year between the teams are like 400 and something, but this year it's 512.
Lordy.
In the quarterfinal round.
Gracious.
So you're talking about they're calling it a whole lot closer, a lot of nitpicky calls, you know, and so it's a different situation over here, and you've got to be aware of that, and you've got to be smart. You know, that's
not get the bad.
Yeah, the little nitpicky stuff and jumping up from, you know, on the rebounds. You got to be careful.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think, Gary? I want everybody to get their pencil and piece of paper down and write it down. Say Brian said Barretts by 8 points.
Well, I was going to say 8, but I'll say 9.
Okay, 9 it is.
Yep. So we're all three looking for a winner from the Barretts.
I'll take 9.
And I tell you what,
I'll take 1.
Yes, you will.
We saw Mr. Patrick Spangler out here. He's on the board of control, and he was out here when they made the presentation. And by the way, after this game today, they will name the all-tournament team for the state tournament. They'll award the cheerleaders plaques. They'll award the coaches plaques. Then they'll give the silver ball to the runner-up and the gold ball, of course. So we're going to clear out some space in our trophy case back home for one reason or another.
Yep.
We need another gold ball in there, you know, even number, you know.
I agree.
Well, actually, it'd be an odd number, 7. Be an odd.
Whatever.
That's all right. We'll take it.
We'll take it. Yeah,
then we can get the 8 next year.
There we go. But let's take one more break before we come back. Give you the starting lines for both teams here on Mix 104.1 as we begin to wrap up the pregame show brought to you by Hardee's there in Cleveland. We encourage you to support Hardee's. Go out there and get some burgers, whatever. If you're on your way there and got the radio tuned on, tell those folks we said we appreciate a special pregame portion of the show here with Brian and Gary. We'll be back in, let's see, let's take 1 minute. 1 minute break. Be back with the starting lineups brought to you by Honda of Cleveland on Mix 104.1, where all of the games supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group.
It's here, the Don Ledford Buick GMC Truck Annual March Mania event, and we are saying yes to low interest rates and 90 days to your first payment. For March, we are offering 2.9 APR financing for 60 months on selected 23 light-duty Sierra crew cabs and 3.9 APR financing for 60 months on the popular Buick Envision SUV. And your first payment won't be due till June. For details, go to donledford.com or come to Don Ledford Buick GMC on North Lee Highway, where we say yes. 2.9 and 3.9 APR financing for 60 months for well-qualified customers with GM Financial. They equal to 1797, 1842 per 1,000 finance respectively. 90 days first payment deferrals for well-qualified customers with GM Financial.
Serenity Funeral Homes. Convenient, caring, affordable. Cleveland's most affordable funeral home. Completely remodeled. Offering cremations as low as $5.95. Funerals, $15.95. SerenityofCleveland.com. When trust matters most. Voitic Center for Orthopedic Care treats all orthopedic injuries, including neck and back pain. At Voitic Center for Orthopedic Care, insurance isn't a worry because they accept all insurances and can even get same-day appointments or even walk-ins. Digital x-rays are even on site. Voitic Center is also a certified concussion care specialist. Contact Dr. Voitic and his staff at 479-3600 for your appointment today.
And welcome back to the Blue Cross TSSAA State Championship game right here on Mix 104.1. Brian Grissom, Gary Orme bringing you all the action. We are just about ready to play basketball. Let me very quickly go through the Honda of Cleveland starting lineup. For the Bartlett Panthers with they ranked number 7 in the state, 34-7 overall record. The starting lineup for the Bartlett Lady Panthers: Carrington Jones, Nevaeh Scott, Raven Sims, Faye Williams, and Mallory Collier. We're going to pause right now and pick up the national anthem.
Miss Lily Winters, folks, Lake Forest singing the anthem. She's got some pipes, as they say. Miss Lily Winters, 8th grader at Lake Forest Middle School, with a rousing ovation from the folks here that enjoy that version of the national anthem.
Boy, if that don't make the hair stand up on the back of your neck.
Ooh, my goodness. Woo. Did you get the starting lineup in there?
Let me finish Bradley's starting lineup. For the Bradley Central Bearcats, number 2 ranks in the state of Tennessee, 34-1 overall record. The starting 5: Kamora Fields, Sloan Carpenter, Avery Brewer, Harmony Ware, and Hannah Jones. The starting 5 for the Bradley Central Bearcats.
And they've turned the lights out here. They didn't do that the first game.
Well, they threw me a curveball because I was trying to look at it.
Right now, the Bearcats will be they'll alternate introductions. And here comes Kamora Fields, the freshman number 0, the first player used for the Bearcats. And I believe, number 1. Yep, here comes number 1. That's going to be Carrington Jones for the Lady Panthers of Bartlett. Next up, Sloan Carpenter, number 1, a senior for the Bearcats. Comes to midcourt. And the players come in tap fist as they alternate the introductions. Next up for the Bartlett Lady Panthers, it's going to be number 2, Nevaeh Scott, a 5'5" senior. For the Bearcats, a sophomore, Avery Brewer. Then for the Lady Panthers, number 11, Raven Sims. For the Bearcats, Harmony Ware has had a fantastic, super fantastic postseason. Bartlett's next player up is going to be number 25, That would be Faye Williams, a 6'2 freshman. For the Barretts, 6'1 senior, number 42, Hannah Jones. And for the Lady Panthers, a big senior, and I say big, 6'5", number 42. That is Mallory Collier for the Lady Panthers of Bartlett. And the lights have come back on. We're about ready to tip off the game. Here's the Bears. We'll have their little pregame prayer meeting there at midcourt, and Hannah Jones will probably try to jump against the big girl.
All right, Gary, I got to get one more game out of my lucky shirt.
It's not going to be her jumping. It's going to be number 25, Faye Williams, jumping against Hannah. Got one more win in that shirt?
One more. I got one more win in my lucky shirt, Gary. I'm feeling good.
So we're set to go. The officials are looking to the tables to make sure all the scorekeepers are ready and the timekeepers. And yes, this is a TV game, folks. We'll remind you, we'll have media timeouts halfway through each quarter.
And that's what we're waiting on. We're waiting on the TV people.
Yeah. Take a hint, Larry. They're blowing the horn. Get off the court. It's not about you.
Be nice, Gary.
Well, good grief. Got the players on the floor, not about this lady on TV. And here we go. The championship battle for the 2023 state title will go on the tip to the Barretts. Down quickly. Harmony Ware is going to go. The hoop can't shoot. Goes up. Shot is good for 2. And we're off and running. And Brad's going to try to push it inside and get this big girl in foul trouble.
The big girl didn't really do anything that time. She didn't want to pick up that first foul, and Harmony took it right at her.
Nevaeh Scott, and here's a pass down low from Nevaeh Scott, the point guard. They'll set up for a 2-pointer. Shot is up. It's off the mark. No good. Rebound Bradley. They had the big girl boxed out. The Bears are rolling. Harmony Ware takes the ball in front court on a good long pass. Back to Carpenter. 2-0 Barretts. 7:25 just underway. Glad to have you with us here on Mix 104.1. And there is Kimura inside. She'll be matched up against Collier. And they're leaning into each other quite physically. Sloan Carpenter on the left side will drive to the lane. Nope. Goes back to Hannah Jones. Cross court to Brewer. 3-point range. Can't shoot it. Skips inside low to Kimura. She's going to go up strong. Shot is good. And she's fouled. That's the big girl. There's one of them on her.
That's one. And Kimura put her patented spin move on and just took it right at the big gal.
I believe that foul, they call it 25 or 42. Looks like he 42. Said 25 the bench. Kimura shooting one for Cleveland Utilities, and that shot is short. Rebound out of bounds off of Bradley. It's 25 they gave the foul to, not 42.
They sure did.
I thought that's who they called it on. The big girl was there, but they said 25 must have made the. So let's take the foul off of 40. And here's the big girl inside, Collier. She goes up, she walked. They get it for walking or a foul?
Oh, they called a foul.
Foul on, who's this going to be? Harmony, I believe. No, it's on Kimura, her first, team first. Not a shooting situation. She's on the floor trying to get set to shoot. Coach Reuter working over the official there, explaining his disagreement with that. Here's a shot inside, up, no good. Rebound. Bradley's Kimura has it.
Oh,
and she's
that's on the big girl.
She's going to be fouled, and that is Collier coming over the back of Kimura. I'll make sure. Yep, 42. That'll be her first, team second at 6:43 to go. Give the ball to Bears in backcourt facing man-to-man full-court pressure. Brewer brings it into Hannah Jones. She hands it right back to Avery, the young sophomore. And boy, she's been a whiz for the Bears her first 2 years as a Barrett. Brewer into front court now. Keeping that dribble alive goes to Sloan, who's the quarterback and the point guard, a senior. We're going to miss Sloan. We're going to miss all these seniors. Sloan hands it off and lost the handle on it. Tried to hand it to Harmony, and there's a double team in backcourt. Bears trying to steal it. They get through the double team, though. They'll go in front court now to Scott. Scott down low. Turnaround shot up, no good. Rebound Bradley. Hannah Jones clears it out there, and the Bears are, and there's a jump ball to, I don't know about that one, but it's a jump ball. And she broke loose from the ball.
Bartlett never did really have the ball. Oh my goodness.
He'll down right baseline. He'll bring it into Scott. Scott, and here we go. Still by the Bears for
Hannah Jones.
Hannah Jones tips in the hand of Harmony, and here we come. Harmony working one-on-one against Carrington Jones. Harmony pull-up jumper. Shot is no good. Rebound to Bartlett. 4-0 Bears at 5:54 in the first quarter play in the girls state championship, folks. There's no more basketball for us after today. Shot up and in by Nevaeh Scott. 4-2 Barretts in backcourt. Carpenter against some moderate pressure. Calling the play from Coach Reuter. Works to the left side, skips it ahead to Harmony Ware, nearly skipped it out of bounds. Inside low, trying to go to Kimora, but it's too hard. Turnover Barrett's again. Will go the way of Bartlett. Shot no good. Rebound down low by Bartlett. Up, no good. Rebound again by Bartlett. It's up, no good. Rebound this time Bartlett. No good. Rebound. And we have a jump ball to Barrett's. They had 4 offensive boards in there from point blank range.
That's going to drive me crazy tonight, Gary, because they have such an advantage on the boards that that's the way it's going to be for a while.
Brewer inbounds to Carpenter. Here we go again. 5-13. 4-2 Barrett's. The winner gets the gold ball. The loser gets the silver ball. Both pretty prestigious, but you really want that gold ball. Kimora Fields, the left side, wants to drive in the lane. Kicks a pass inside, but it's stolen away by Bartlett and out of bounds to Bartlett, off of Bradley. Bradley's committed. This is a quick team defensively, and they've had 3 turnovers here in the first quarter. Barrett's out. Coach Wesley Shapley at Bartlett in his 3rd year. He's 70-32 overall. Bartlett controlling down by 2. Here's a long 3 by Scott. It is good. Nailed it. They'll take the lead at 5-4. Barrett's down for the first time in the tournament here. They led coast to coast the first 2 games. Down low to Harmony Ware for 2 is good. She's got 4, and it's 6-5 Barrett's. Halftime, we have Dr. Linda Cash here with us on the air, talking about the school system. Here's a drive inside low, stolen by the Bears. Harmony Ware with a steal for Springdale Heating there. A long lead pass ahead to Kimora Fields. Can't shoot it. Gets cut off, kicks it back out deep. Now in the corner, Avery Brewer for a 3-ball. Bottom. Brewer nails it for Cleveland. 9-5 Barrett's by 4. Got a sub out to check in for Bartlett. Next dead ball we have. We'll have a TV timeout coming up here at the next dead ball too, by the way. So, and I think those are going to be 2-minute spots for the TV crew. Not really sure yet. Working the ball out front is Raven Sims. She is a senior. They start a freshman. One of the big post girls is a freshman. Here's the driving side by Scott. Shot up and good. Oh, how in the world she shoot that? She's got 4. It's 11-5. They put the score on the wrong side. It's 9-7 actually the score.
She has all 7 of their points.
And I realize the scoreboard's wrong here. Down low, Kimora Fields going to the hoop. Turnaround jump shot is good, and she's fouled by the big girl. That's 2 on her.
Oh my.
Oh my goodness. Give the bucket to Kimora, and just what we needed. Collier with 2, and she's going to check out just like that.
Oh my.
In will be number 22. Nope, she's going to the bench. It's going to be number 13. It's going to be Zoe Bixter, B-I-X-T-R, 6'1" sophomore, and they're going to take a timeout. And they've not given us those 2 points yet. Should be 11.
Yeah, no, 9-7. Oh no, that's right.
Yeah, we got 2 points coming and a
You
free
reckon
throw.
they didn't count that bucket?
Yeah, maybe they fouled it before that.
Maybe.
Let's take a quick 30-second. This is a 1-minute break. We're going to take 30 for Tennessee Valley Raji. Back in 30 seconds.
This is Ashley Howard from Remember Me Senior Care. We are Cleveland's first assisted living and memory care community. Our resident-centered care and consistent staffing aims to create professional relationships among residents, their families, and professional caregivers. You can be confident that you have found the home environment that your loved one needs and thrives in. Please give us a call at 423-473-3140 or visit our website at www.remembermesc.com. We wish all the best for our local athletes tonight.
Back at Middle Tennessee, Coach Shapley said we need a timeout. They've had 4 fouls, but 2 of them on their big 6'5" post player trying to defend Kimora Fields, who put the bucket in, make it 11-7, and she'll shoot a free throw when we come back out of this timeout. This is a TV timeout too, by the way.
And I tell you, Gary, this is just exactly what we wanted, what we hoped for. A great start by the Barretts, and getting the big girl in foul trouble. Collier is just gravy. That's just extra right there. But Avery to knock down that first 3-pointer, and the Barretts, that could start things rolling. And we're beating them down the court already, and we haven't even really taken off yet.
Coach Reuter talking to his girls over there coming out of this timeout. And Coach Shapley, the same thing with his girls. That's the first timeout called by either team here.
Well, we got to get used to these TV timeouts, though.
Well, and they didn't call time. This is a TV timeout, so they still have 5 timeouts here. Yeah, so both teams are the full contingent of timeouts. So.
Gary Bartlett missed their first 7 shots, and then they made 2, but Bradley is 5 of 6 so far in the game.
Oh, man, can't beat that.
That'll work.
Yep. 11-7 our score at 3:22 in the first quarter play. This is the girls' 4A state championship here in Tennessee. And this will end, today will end the season for everybody in the girls' side. And for our seniors, we have 4 seniors. Of course, Shemai Francis, along with Erica Swick and Hannah Jones and Sloan Carpenter. And Shemai, Hannah, and Sloan are all going to the same school, Johnson University, up in Knoxville, to play for the coach up there who's turning cartwheels.
Shout out to our cheering section today. We've got a shirtless cheering section up there, and I believe it says South Side with lots of exclamation points. I guess South Side of Bradley County is what I'm looking at.
Moorfield shooting 1 free throw for Cleveland Utilities. Bears up by 4, 11-7. First quarter play, 3:22 remaining. Her free throw is no good. Short rebound to Bartlett. They'll bring it down with Scott. They like her handling the ball. She's going all the way to the hoop shot. Good. She's got 6. She's quick. She's fast. Going to have to stop the ball before it gets to her. And here's a steal almost on the inbounds pass from Sloan to Brewer.
She has a very unorthodox shot, Gary, but they go in.
Avery Brewer working the right side. And there's Scott on there. There's a foul on Scott. That's going to be 5 team fouls already. Make it 4, I believe. 4. Not a shooting situation away from the basket.
I want to see Miss Scott get in foul trouble. That's the one that we talked about that in the pregame show. She's the one that scares me.
Yeah, she's a little girl. And here's a pass inside low. It's going to be Kamora up over not the big girl, but another girl who blocks her shot. That's going to be Williams blocking a shot. Faye Williams. Here's a drive to the hoop for the left. Shot is no good, but a foul on the Barracks. Going to be Sloan getting her first foul. Team second, and they'll shoot free throws this time. And he's going to shoot at number 11.
And
Raven Sims, 5'8" senior, going to shoot 2 free throws for the Lady Panthers, who trail at 11-9 and tie it with both free throws at 2:46 in the quarter.
I can already tell fouls are going to be a factor in tonight's game, Gary, because Bartlett is going to take it to the hole. They're not wanting to shoot it outside much at all. They're going to take it to the hole and see if we can stop them.
First shot is no good. Raven averaging 10 points per game. She makes a second. And then for the Lady Panthers, it would be number 23, an even smaller girl, Elise Williams. They list her as 5'5" senior. I don't know if she's that tall or not. Bradley trying to inbounds. Avery Brewer finally comes into Sloan, gets an outlet pass to Harmony Ware. Harmony across the timeline to the right wing. Hannah Jones in the corner. Brewer can't shoot the 3 ball. Now she's firing, and it is no good. Rebound to Bartlett. Pulled away by Carrington Jones all the way through, going to drive it in. Shot is no good, but she's going to be called for walking. Brewer stopped her on the drive there.
That's one of those things there where they really don't do the Euro step in high school basketball.
11-10 Bears by 1 with the basketball. Harmony cocks her arm to throw it down floor, but couldn't get the pass off there to Hannah Jones. Carpenter into the front court. Bears by a slim 1-point lead. They led by 4, but right now they lead by 1. They trail by 1. Hannah Jones with the ball, looking inside, going to the corner now to Brewer. They'll set her up again outside on the left wing with Harmony Ware. And they're shifting Brewer to the right corner. Jones with the ball out front. Picks up the dribble, goes to Carpenter. Carpenter trying to spin free. 5 count is on, and they change defenders, so the 5 counts drop, and they'll go now to Harmony Ware. Kamora Fields wants to drive to the hoop for the layup. Shot is good, and she's fouled. The other big girl, number 25. She's got 2, I believe.
Is that on Williams?
It is 25 on Williams. A bucket is good by Kamora. And she'll shoot a free throw for Cleveland Utilities. 13-10. So Williams is going to take a seat along with Collier, has 2 fouls. And then for her be number 11. Well, she's been in the game.
Sims came back in, and
22's in also.
Let's see.
Shamari Hamlin, I guess, 22.
Yes.
Free throw is good for Kamora. She's got 5 points, and the Bears lead it by 4 at 14-10 with 1:45 now in the period. Scott on the drive, going all the way through for the layup shot. No good. Rebound to Bradley. Sloan on a tip from Kamora. On to Harmony. Harmony going to go to the hoop, and she'll spin back out now to Avery. Avery bounces it inside. Bad pass, and we've got a jump ball. It'll be Bradley. A walking called on Bartlett. It'll be Bradley ball anyway.
All right then.
That was a good call there. Kamora Fields will inbounds.
One of the best calls I've seen in the tournament.
Yep, that was huge. That had to be a jump ball, I thought. Inbounds pass comes to Hannah. Sets it up with Sloan Cartman in the corner. Here's Brewer. Nope. Boy, she's open just for a split second. And here's a bad pass and grab back and save by the Bears. So they are quick with their hands.
Oh, they are.
Clock's at 1:12 to go. 14-10 Bears by 4. Kamora Fields. Hold the ball out at 3-point range. She's not going to shoot a 3 ball. I don't know if she could or not. And here's Harmony Ware. Ball knocked out by Bartlett. They're all over Harmony too. They've seen this Harmony's first 2 games.
Yep. But this Bartlett team, their guards are so quick. They've got their hands on every pass and every ball.
Into the game for Bartlett. Looks like number 14. That's going to be Brooklyn Spates. S-P-A-T-E-S. Into the game. Bradley inbounds side court. They'll come into Jones. Inside loading.
Oh, there we
Kamora. She's up, and it's good. 16-10. The Bears' largest lead. 16-10 here at 50 seconds to go in the opening period. Scott, left side now to Hammett. Hamlet hands it back to Scott. Brad stays in their straight man-to-man defense. That's all they've played all season long. I don't think we saw them in a zone a single time that I can recall. Right now, Raven Sims out front with Scott. Scott's the one that makes the machine roll for them. And here's the ball knocked away and nearly stolen by Harmony. Grab back and saved, though, by the Lady Panthers. Here's a long 3 shot is no good. Rebound over the back. Should have been a foul. But Harmony has a ball. A lead pass ahead to Kamora Fields. Kamora under the lane. Lost control. Grabs it back. She's going to be fouled. There's another foul.
There we go.
And who's that one on? She's on the floor. Number 13, I believe. Is that right?
I believe. Rickster.
Yep. 13. Rickster, her first. Team foul number 6 now. We'll shoot bonus from this point on with 11 seconds to go in the first period. 16-10 Barrett's. Lob pass down low to Hannah Jones. Goes up the shot. No good. Tipped out of bounds to Bartlett with 3 seconds to go. Jones had her shot blocked. Tried to grab it back. Couldn't grip it. And it fell out of bounds.
Could have had another foul right there.
Yeah, we sure could have. Here's Scott going to launch a long 3, and it's no good. So after 1 period of play, things looking pretty good for the Bears. They're up 16-10 after 1 period of play here on Mix 104.1 in the girls 4A state championship game from the Glass House here at Murfreesboro. Back in 1 minute with more live coverage.
Dale's Heating and Air makes your comfort their priority. You are just 4 easy steps away from comfort. Schedule your service, guaranteed on-time service, thorough process, and then peace of mind. So to get an estimate on your repair or replacement, call Dale's Heating and Air at 509-8787 or go online to justcalldales.com. That's justcalldales.com. Dale's Heating and Air, service you can trust.
Mix 1041 is everywhere you go with the free Mix 1041 app. Download for free and listen on your phone and your mobile devices at mymix1041.com. mymix1041.com. Presented by CHI Memorial. Hello, human kindness.
Rick's Plumbing Service, a family-owned business specializing in new commercial and residential plumbing. They can do it all. Rick's Plumbing Service has been in Cleveland for 35 years. Call Jason or Josh at Rick's Plumbing Service, 423-595-6143. That's 595-6143.
16-10 Barrett's on top of the Lady Panthers of Bartlett at the end of the first quarter play of the championship game here from the Glass House, the Murphy Center, they call it, here at Middle Tennessee State University. A great place. Not a better facility or setting to host a high school state championship than what we got here. Erica Swick will check in, by the way, for Avery Brewer. So Swick's in for Brewer. Senior in for a sophomore.
Huge contingent of Bear fans over in the Bradley section over there, and a good the student section is down in numbers, but they're making up for it in noise. A great supporting cast for the Barrett.
Collier back in for the Lady Panthers. She's got 2 fouls. Let's see if we try to push the ball in against her and get a third one. That would be big for the Barretts.
And everybody's standing waiting on the TV, folks.
Yeah, and maybe we'll have it.
We know we're
there's the TV guy holding his hand up.
Yeah,
I see now.
Yeah, absolutely, just like they do on the football game.
Except he don't wear the red hat.
Right, he needs a red hat.
And until he drops his hand, we're not going to have any basketball.
Absolutely, got to get them in. We're in the big time, Gary. This is TV timeout. Don't shake your head. You're ready to play ball, aren't you?
Well, it gets a little ridiculous after a while. This has been about 3 minutes. And they sound the horn. I think he's going, well, still got his hand up.
No, he told her, wait a minute.
Oh, now, okay. Thank you.
Here we go.
Thank you. And it'll be Bartlett basketball, and there's Collier with the ball. She comes back in, as we said. Let's see if they play her defensively like they have in the past. Here is Scott out top. Now, she's a gunner. 9 of their, 10 points she's got them? Yeah, that's right. With one free throw by Raven Sims. That's it. Barretts have 6, 7 from Camorra, 4 from Harmony, and a 3-ball from Brewer. And the Bradley defense will try to keep the ball out of the. There's a shooter. Scott shot's going to be no good. Short rebound. Bradley. Camorra Fields beats the big girl that time. She'll give it up to Carpenter.
Well, I have to hold my breath every time she takes a shot, Gary.
Carpenter to the left side, hands it off to Ware. Bradley's going that motion offense. Swick with the ball now. Erica Swick, one of our seniors. The poor girl was injured most all the year. Only played about 8 games out of the 35 we played. Bradley content to sort of slow the ball down, look for the good shot. Probably trying to set something up with Camorra to go inside to try to get the 3rd foul on Collier.
I believe
Hannah Jones.
That's exactly.
With the ball to Swick. They fake the pass into Collier, or into Camorra. And there it is into Camorra's hands. She's triple teamed in there. They're going to collapse and probably try to save Collier from getting a foul call.
Bartlett's in a 2-3 zone right now.
Yep.
First time they've done that today.
Camorra at the key. Goes back to Swick. She'll shoot it. Shot no good. Missed everything out. And then saved back in by Hannah. They're going to say she's out, though. Harmony Ware to take it, put it back up and in, but it'll be Bartlett basketball at 6:38 and a half. 16-10 Barretts.
Erica nailed a big one against Cookville yesterday, and she'll get her range here in a minute.
Scott, Nevaeh Scott, a senior, brings the ball across, and she finds Raven Sims, one of the other seniors. Here's a drive inside low, but Carrington Jones can't shoot it. They go back to Scott. She's open, shot up, no good. Rebound to the Barretts. Ooh,
there's a
break.
break.
Is off foot of a Barrett. Brewer back in for Hannah Jones, as Coach Reuter, in his infinite wisdom, trying to figure out what matchup works best. So he swapped out Jones for Brewer.
I'm not sure they were expecting that 2-3 zone at the moment, and they got to make an adjustment here.
Carpenter again with the ball into front court. And there's a pass nearly picked off. They'll go inside to Camorra. Can't shoot it. And she goes to Brewer. Brewer had a shot for a 3. Passes up and goes to Carpenter. Coach Reuter's telling him to come on out further away. Here's Camorra inside, going to go against the big girl. Shot is no good. Rebound Bartlett. Pulled away that time by Bixter. On to Nevaeh Scott. She's wanting to drive. She'll give it up now to Collier. Collier. And there's a carry. Yeah, that was obvious. She telegraphed that one.
She did. She carried it.
Yeah, she sure did.
Wow, how about that? Now, Gary, the last time down the court, they changed their zone defense and like a little zone trap. And now let's see what it looks like. They've changed it again this time down the court. So
Shamari Hamlet in now to the game for Bartlett. Bears up by 6. 5:37 to go. Swick. The last shot she took was not a good effort, so let's see. She is wide open over there. They catch her on the baseline underneath. Shot up short and rebound out of bounds to Bartlett. Knocked out by Camorra. Could have had a foul call either way there.
They're changing their defense every time down the last 3 trips, Gary, and it's causing Barrett's problem.
Wesley Shapley, the head coach of the Lady Panthers out of Bartlett. Little town of Bartlett outside of Memphis. And here's a drive coming up to the hoop. Shot is up, no good. Rebound, tip. And Collier has it. She goes up. Shot is no good. Rebounds her own shot. One more time, no good. And now it's going to be, what we got called? Out of bounds.
Out of bounds to Bradley.
Yes, sir. Sure is.
2 point-blank shots by Collier. The Barretts dodged a bullet.
And Hannah Jones is going to check right back in for the Bears. The next dead ball at 5:01 to go in the half. 16-10. Neither team has scored here this period. And there's a shot blocked against Harmony Ware. In for the Barretts, Hannah Jones. Swick will check out. And in will be Collier's out of the game again.
Yep.
And we've got a TV timeout. My goodness. So let's take a TV timeout here. 16-10 Barretts with 4:53 in the second period, and nobody has scored yet. We'll be back in 1 minute with more live coverage.
L&B Appliance is your one-stop appliance shop, locally owned and operated, serving this area for over 30 years. They offer sales and service. L&B Appliance, located on Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland, 423-339-3231. L&B Appliance, large enough to meet all your home appliance needs, small enough to appreciate your business.
When you need a new roof, it's all about trust. Your home is too big of an investment and you can't afford to make a mistake. Cleveland Plywood has the products and expertise you're looking for. Contractors have trusted them for over 50 years. Cleveland Plywood carries only proven products from reputable suppliers like IKO. IKO Cambridge is one of the heaviest weight asphalt shingles you can buy. Ask the experts at Cleveland Plywood to show you why that's important. Plus, IKO's limited warranties are among the industry's best. Protect the investment you made in your home. Go with the pros at Cleveland Plywood. Visit them at 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
You're listening to the Blue Cross TSSAA State Championship game. Bradley Central and Bartlett 16-10. Barretts on top of the Bartlett Lady Panthers. 4:53 to go in the second quarter. We are in a TV timeout. Let me pay some bills right quick. Friends and neighbors, our friends at Village Volkswagen, locally owned, a proud sponsor of local sports. Take a test drive in an award-winning, locally made VW Atlas at villagevw.com. Also, by the Voitech Center for Orthopedic Care. No matter if it's a sports injury, a work injury, or just an accident at home, Voitech Center's got you covered. Voitech.com. Our fine friends at Chick-fil-A, pick up your trays for the big game today. I went by there yesterday. It was absolutely fantastic. Dale's Heating and Air. For all your heating and air needs, just call Dale's. Just call Dales.com.
And maybe they'll come out of the timeout before we have to change clocks back tonight. These may be 3-minute timeouts the TV guys are calling.
Before this game's over, you're going to be protesting with me, buddy. That's all there is to it.
I'm going to march around outside the circle the glass house here.
We'll make us a sign. We'll protest.
And I believe we're about ready to come back. Bears up 16-10, by the way. 4:53 to go in the half. Neither team has scored here.
No.
We've gone over 3 minutes.
Holy cow, that's right.
16-10 was the score after one. It'd be Bradley basketball along the baseline.
And Gary, I tell you, that was a master stroke by Coach Wesley Shapley to change his defenses, because the Barretts were threading through there, and he's done a tremendous job.
Where inbounds to Brewer.
Back to a man-to-man now.
To Hannah Jones, and now Harmony takes the ball. Working it to the right side to Sloan Carpenter. Sloan 101 against the man-to-man defense. The first time we've seen that tonight. They've got another girl going to check in for Bartlett the next opportunity. Carpenter working one-on-one. 5 count is not on. Now she picks up the dribble. Going to have to get rid of it now. Goes to Hannah. Clock's at 4:24. Neither team has scored yet in this period. They'll skip down low to Kamara. She's going to go to the hoop. Nope. Go back to Jones for a little side shot. And it's no good. Rebound Bartlett. Bears have gone cold here. Hadn't hit a shot in a while. Here comes a drive by Carrington Jones. Shot no good, but a foul on Brewer. She'll shoot 2. Brewer is going to pick up her first foul. We have 1 foul each on Brewer, Fields, and Carpenter. While the Lady Panthers have 2 fouls on their big girl Williams and on their other bigger girl, Collier, both with 2, and 1 each on Jones and Bixter. At the line shooting 2 is number 1 Carrington Jones. Shot is good. 16-11. In for the Barretts. Brewer returns, replacing Sloan Carpenter. He's taking every starter out. Maybe he's giving them some rest. I'm not sure what his strategy is here. One more shot at 14.5. 16-11. Barretts by 5. Second shot is also good. 16-12. You didn't expect more of a defensive game in the deeper you get into the tournament, because defense is what teams win games with and win championships with. Bradley in backcourt, comes to Carpenter. Can be checked by Jones. Boy, she is dangerously close to the half-court line. Harmony Ware shakes free, dribbles out of the paint, through the paint, shot up and no good. Rebound to Bartlett again. They're boxing out quite well now on the defensive end. Down low, they'll lose it on a turnover. Sloan Carpenter. All the way down, shot is no good. Missed it, rebounded by Jones. Back to Brewer. They'll set her up one more time. Brewer and Carpenter, 3:30 to go in the half. Bears have not scored in over 4.5 minutes now, but they've not really looked to score except for some inside shots there. Carpenter, left side, looks to Coach Reuter, who's trying his best to be heard over this noisy crowd. He goes back to Brewer on the baseline. Cross court pass.
There we go.
Wide open for a three-pointer shot. No good. Rebound on the backside to Jones for 2, though. Sloan missed it. Jones there to pick it up. That's going to be Hannah's first 2 points. They lead 18-12.
What a huge rebound by Hannah Jones that time.
Nevaeh Scott. They like her handling the ball. Apparently, she's had it a lot here. She's checked by Carpenter. Carpenter eyeballing that ball, getting a chance to slap it away right in front of us here. And Scott keeps it alive, goes in the corner now. That's going to be Sims. She'll drive the baseline, get the screen, and she lost it off her foot out of bounds. Oh, ace that's off of Bradley. Off of Harmony, I suppose.
Wow.
And Collier comes back in for the Lady Panthers with 2 fouls. And they'll take out the other girl, Faye Williams, with 2 fouls. Collier inbounds, left baseline at 2:42. 18-12, Barrett still up by 6. Collier looking, comes into Scott. She's deep in that corner. They'll go back to Collier on the baseline. And they're going to double team her from behind. And it's going to be out of bounds to Bradley.
No.
Not. Well, they pointed Bradley's way.
I think he pointed at who it was off.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll let him have that. They'll inbounds to Collier. 6'5", a senior. Here's a long 3 shot. No good. Rebounding to Bradley. Taken away out there by Harmony. And boy, she is getting ripped and torn apart. No foul call. Shot stolen. Scoring. Goodness gracious. 18-14. Man, she was tomahawked 2 or 3 times. Barrett's up by 4 now with 2:15 to go in the half. 18-14. In the corner, they'll go to Ware. Skips it down low in the baseline to Jones. Across to Brewer for a 3 ball. It's no good. Rebound to Bartlett. Bradley cannot hit anything right now. Here's the drive ahead of Scott and stolen by Sloan Carpenter. Another Springdale hitting there still. Here is Brewer. The Bears have it 2-on-1. Fast break. Brewer down low. Skips ahead to Jones. Back to Brewer. Oh, what a perfect play, but she had an air ball. Oh, my. Rebound will go to the Lady Panthers. Bixter pulls that out away. Minute 42 to go in the half. Bradley's had some golden opportunities. Woo. My, oh my, oh my.
Just got a little too far under the backboard that time.
Jones goes to Sims. Sims holds the ball way out front. Scott comes out. She'll give it up to Scott. 1:28 in the half. We will be in the bonus if they foul us. We've only committed 3 fouls of our own. Here's Scott on the drive along the baseline. And by stolen. Sloan Carpenter with a steal. Anticipation was great on that play there. And another Springdale hitting in there. Steal. Carpenter circles back to the top. Where are they going to go to this time? The big girl's in there. I'd get the ball into Kimura's hands, let her drive against Collier. Brewer with 1 minute to go. And Coach Reuter is extremely unhappy with what they're not doing. He's wanting to do something. And he's on the far end of the floor. It's hard to communicate right now.
And Gary, I see a lot of huffing and puffing by the Bartlett players.
Brewer to Carpenter. She'll shoot the 3, and it's good for 3. Carpenter.
Oh.
Lead is 7, our largest lead for the Barretts. Here's a drive by Scott. Down low. Shot is good for 2. Man, they got to stop that drive. That dribble drive. She took it from one end to the other.
Oh, in a heartbeat as she did.
21-16, the lead at 5. 26 seconds. We're going to play for one final shot here if we can. We'll take a bucket and a foul if we can get it.
The Barrett's going to lead at halftime, Gary. That's wonderful.
Right now, Sloan Carpenter goes to Brewer after she got a double team put on her. Clock's down to 13. Back to Carpenter out front. Gives the old thumbs down signal for the play. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds. And it'll be Bradley basketball with 6.2 right in front of the Bartlett bench. Coach Shapley actually caught that out of bounds pass. Brewer will inbounds for the Bears. Let's see how they're going to do this. They're going to bring it into Hannah Jones. Clock's at 5. They'll go to Kimura. She'll drive the baseline. Skips it back to Brewer for a 3-ball shot. Is no good at the horn. After one half of play, the Barretts finally put some points up. They lead at 21-16, a 5-point lead. After one half of play here on Mix 104.1 and the girls 4A Championship, and Coach Reeder's going to another TV interview here as they grab the coach before they go to the dressing room. 21-16, the Barretts up right now with a 5-point lead. And we're about to enter the Southland Finance halftime show here on Mix 104.1, where games are always brought to you by Wholesale Supply Group. We'll return in 2 minutes and look at the first half scoring stats for both teams, the Bartlett Lady Panthers and the Barretts, who lead at 21-16.
It's Virgil Edwards, our longtime friend, General Manager,
Chattanooga Auto Square.
We've assembled probably 250 of the best used cars for everybody. I mean, I've got Fords, Chevys, Toyotas, Nissans, BMWs. Of course, we've got Infinitis, and of course, we've got Rovers and Jaguars and Porsches. But we've got something for everybody. I mean, it's just incredible what we've been able to pull together. Call us at 423-424-4000.
Mix 1041 presents MixTV.tv. Miss something on Mix Mornings? Want to go back and watch it or watch live? How about high school, middle school, and elementary rivalry games? See it on MixTV.tv. Mix 1041 presents MixTV.tv.
Supporting high school sports in Cleveland and Bradley County is one of the many ways we can enjoy our local community. At Mermaid Mattress, we support our local community because our local community has always supported us. Mermaid mattresses are made and sold right here in Cleveland. Visit our Mermaid factory on Georgetown Road or our showroom on Stewart Road and help support our local economy by shopping local. Mermaid Mattress. Better mattress, better price. Better sleep, better life.
At Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory, the tradition was founded by Ralph and Stella Buckner and continued by Ralph Buckner Jr. and his wife, Shari Buckner. Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory is a tradition of service. Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory, caring for Cleveland families whenever they need them. Visit ralphbuckner.com.
You're listening to Mix 104 as we enter the Southland Finance halftime portion of the program here at halftime, where the Barretts have a 5-point lead, 21-16. They led 16-10 after 21-16 at the break here. And being joined now by our good friend and folks that everybody back home knows, Dr. Linda Cash. We always like to get her on the air here when we can. And Dr. Cash, welcome to our program today.
Thank you.
And let me put your mic a little bit more there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we got you there now.
Okay.
Well, Dr. Cash, you're watching the Barretts here. I know you're a big supporter of all of our local teams, middle school, elementary, and high school when it comes to athletics and academics, which is more important and everything. So how are things going right now in the school system, and what can we see coming up here in the near future? Any great news to reveal?
Great things are happening in the school system. As you know, we are geared up for all of our programs, and of course we're spring break this coming week.
That's right.
So we'll have everybody everywhere, but you can tell our kids celebrate a lot. We just finished taking the ACT, looking forward to those results and making sure we're making progress with our kids. But I tell you, schools are great and athletics make them even better. And if you mention grades, if you look at the scores of the athletics and the grades of the athletics, our athletes are star students as well. So that's important for us to point out.
Oh yes, absolutely is there. I told you off the air there the last time I interviewed you here at halftime, it was in 2020 season. Bradley girls were playing as halftime of their game, and we lost that night. And little did we know, the last question I ask you is, what about this coronavirus thing? That's what it was called back then. What about this coronavirus thing? Because around the nation, things are getting concerned, people getting very perturbed about it, or whatever the word is. And you said, well, we just have to see. And little did we know we would not be in school the next week, I believe. I think that was, at the time, the proper reaction for the state of Tennessee, but we bounced back pretty fast and got our kids back in schools and started competing again and working hard. And I'm very proud of Bradley County for sticking with it and making sure our kids got the education they needed. When everybody else was shutting down, we were still playing, and one of our goals was to get our sports teams back on the fields and back on the courts. Yeah, we had some empty stadiums there, empty gymnasiums for a while there, but it worked through, and hopefully that's all behind us now.
I do too.
What's the biggest challenge that you're looking at right now in the school system? Anything in particular that comes to mind that?
I will tell you, it's a good challenge, but it is a challenge is that we've got more and more students moving into our areas from all over the place, and being sure that we can accommodate those students as well, because we are, as I looked this week, we had our kindergarten rocks, and we're already over 100 students enrolled than we were this time last year.
Really?
So that's just from our kindergarten rocks. So you don't realize how many families have moved in until they start to come in and flood the schools. So we are, of course, working with our county commission and working with our school board to be sure that we've got plans for the future for our buildings. So, but it's exciting. But when you do a great job, and compliments to our teachers and our administrators for always being on the ball.
Let me ask you about the Pie Center. I had the opportunity to work out there after the Christmas break for about the first 2 weeks or so, I guess it was, and it just is mind-blowing.
Yes.
To go out there and be there and see how things are coming together and working. And a lot of stuff's happened since then.
Yeah,
Since I was there. This is March now. It was in January I'm talking about there. And it seems like it's doing exactly what it's designed to do with the community.
It is, and we are sticking to what our goal was. If a business or industry comes in, they're working with our kids because we want to prepare them for the future. But I can't say enough about the ones that want to join us. That's their goal too. So as we are beginning to look at new leases, that's our first thing. Let's find out how we can work with our kids on in those CTE programs and how we get them into the workforce and learning for the future.
Well, when I was out there, we had 2 or 3 different groups, one from Alabama, one from up Sevier County, I think.
Yeah.
And they'd come in the classroom. We was in a classroom there near the machine shop, and they'd come in the classroom. This guy came up to me, and he said, this is mind-blowing. That's the term he said. We don't have anything like this in our school system. We said, we got a school system actually bigger than the Bradley County school system here. We have nothing like this. He said, we got to show the people back home what you've got going here because this is something great. I think Hamilton County's come up and looked at it. Sevier County's been down.
Well, even when we started and we were working with the governor, that's one of the things that we said, this will be a model for the state of Tennessee. And the governor actually said, no, this will be a model for the United States and others. He said, we'll go to Tennessee. So we really are excited and watching our kids in there. You can see there's pride, a lot of pride with our kids when they're in there. And thanks to the leadership of all the people over there and the energy that's in there, we're excited for our kids. And hey, I've got girls in my diesel mechanic program, so I'm excited, and my welding program. So
I saw them out there, and it's state of the art and everything they've got out there, and man, it's amazing. And I think it's going to show down the road. It really shows some other folks, what can be obtained in Bradley County education, be it whether you're an academic kind of guy or if you want to learn a trade, because man, between the diesel engine and the machine shops and the welding and all that's out there, and there's more coming. So
yes, and our health and nursing programs are strong.
Yes.
But one of the things that I would tell you is this was a true partnership because it has local government, it has the school system, it has business and industry, and then we had individuals who gave to build this out. So it literally is a community effort.
Well, I was out there, and they were waiting for the McKee to have the 2 18-wheelers come in there that they had donated to the program. Yes, and we have McKee Center. There's a lot of things out there with McKee's name, so they're obviously a big contributor. And it also, the thing I like, too, is that classrooms all have a decal on, I guess, designated. This is the Hardwick stoveroom, Hardwick clothes room, the Magic Chef, and all those leaders of the industry with Skeet Reimer and those folks. They have the statues out there in the court.
Our goal was to honor the past and that past entrepreneurship and that business mind and that push, that endurance to keep it going and keep it moving. So we tried to blend the past with the present.
Right.
And you can't think of Bradley County without thinking of those people who founded these industries.
Right. Yeah, some of the kids say, who's this guy here? And I'm an old guy.
Yeah.
Let me tell you
there you go.
The history of what I know about these folks here. But it's an amazing place, and congratulations to everybody involved. I know it was seemed like a long time coming, and Kyle Page out there. I'm telling you what, if you want something done, Kyle Page is the guy, and it will be done right, or you'll be redoing it over and over and over.
Yeah, that's
and he oversaw the building of the artificial fields at Brandon Walker Valley, too.
So. He did, and we're excited to have all of our people, Brittany Cannon over there, Arlette Robinson. Our teachers are fabulous, but so are the rest of our schools, and that's when somebody talks to us and says, well, you can't go wrong wherever you go, but this Pie Center is the catalyst that makes our kids do what they need to do to be prepared for the future. So we're excited.
And how about our young 8th grader from Lake Forest, Lily Winters?
Great. I texted her parents and I said,
wow.
okay, that was pretty awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was surprised. They said, they're going to have an anthem before every game today rather than one before the first game. And then I was told by the station, Steve Hartline sent me a message, that's really winner's going to sing. That's, oh, wow. And, boy, the crowd loved it, too.
Yeah, she's an awesome girl. I want to tell you, our Barretts look good. We just got to keep pushing and keep
Yes,
pushing.
they do. Got to hang on here. 21-16, the lead at halftime in case you want to listen. Thank you, as always, for joining us. That's Dr.
And I want to say thank you to our pep band for coming, because they are also leaving Monday to go to a competition in Disney World, and they chose to come here with us, and so we appreciate them being here.
We're glad to have them here. Thank you for joining us today. It's Dr. Linda Cash, the Director of Schools for Bradley County for, what, 6-7 years maybe? I should ask her how long she's been here, but doing a fantastic job. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. We'll return with more live coverage here at halftime. 21-16. We have an extended halftime today due to the TV coverage and things like that, and also a lot of every half they got somebody being honored for something.
It was a team from way back in the day, Gary, and I didn't catch the name.
Well, maybe they'll honor us for something. You know,
well, you never know.
Being morons, I guess.
They let us sit at the courtside. That's good enough for me.
Let's take a 2-minute break here on Mix 104.1. We're at the Southline Finance halftime part of our game here today. We'll be back in 2 minutes on Mix, where all our games are supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group here in Cleveland.
Another SOS, and you're stressing, and that's the time to check in at Check Into Cash.
Check in at Check Into Cash today for a flex loan up to $4,000. If you're facing unexpected expenses, a flex loan from Check Into Cash can help. Withdraw as much as you need when you need it. A Check Into Cash flex loan gives you the cash you need so you can get on with life. Like a credit card, only better. Visit checkintocash.com/flexradio.
One-stop money shop. Check Into Cash.
Mix 1041 presents MixTV.tv. Miss something on Mix Mornings? Want to go back and watch it or watch live? How about high school, middle school, and elementary rivalry games? See it on MixTV.tv. Mix 1041 presents MixTV.tv.
Did you know the 2022 Volkswagen Tiguan has a lower maintenance cost than the Subaru Forester, Honda CR-V, or Toyota RAV4? It's true. Hi, Jeremy Holzenbeck here for Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga, inviting you to come test drive a new Tiguan, and you'll see why it's our best-selling SUV. Our sales and service teams are well-trained to save you time and money. Proud to be locally owned and your hometown factory dealer. Come see us, north end of Auto Row, and online at villagevw.com.
In a perfect world, your healthcare and medications wouldn't be dictated by your insurance coverage. You wouldn't get hit with unexpected fees or surprise lab costs. At Direct Primary Care Associates, we believe it's time to live in that perfect world. Become a member today and pay one monthly fee for your primary health care, including office visits, telemedicine, and most lab work. Call 423-650-4831 or visit directpca.com. Direct Primary Care Associates. Practice made perfect.
You're listening to the Blue Cross TSSAA State Championship game right here on Mix 104.1. And for Bear Nation listening back at home, Brian Grissom, Gary Ormby, the Hall of Famers at halftime. A great talk with Dr. Glenda Cash. The Barretts on top, 21-16. We're about 3.5 minutes away from the start of the second.
Let me give a shout out to our good buddy, our SRO at Bradley, Bruce Morgan. He's listening to the game down in Florida on the Mix app.
Goodness.
Download that free app on Mix 104.1 if you're not able to come to the game.
You reckon he's got a little umbrella and a drink down there sitting on the beach?
Yeah,
I would imagine that's it. Anyway,
have fun there, Bruce.
Absolutely, buddy. We appreciate him checking in with us there. The first half stats, that's what I was going to do. The Barretts with a 21-16 lead, rebounding the edge, and not a big edge, 18-12 in rebounding by Bartlett, and that was much expected. I expected it to be a larger margin than that. The Barretts holding their own against a much taller Bartlett team. 3-point field goals, Bradley hit a couple of them, Bartlett won. Free throws was a non-factor. Bartlett hit 3 out of 4, Bradley 1 for 3. Turnovers is what I always look at. Bartlett had 9, Bradley had 6. That's about where the Barretts are always at, 4, 5, 6 at halftime. So they're playing extremely well. And I gotta say, folks, the Barretts are handling this defensive pressure by Bartlett in an outstanding manner. The turnovers, to have just 6 turnovers at halftime, Gary, against that pressure defense, that is absolutely amazing. Let's see, shooting percentages. Bartlett shot 30% in the first half. Barrett's 39%. Let's see some point totals. Nevaeh Scott was the one-lady wrecking crew for the Bartlett Lady Panthers. She had 11 of their 16 points in the first half. Raven Sims had 3 points, and Carrington Jones had the other 2 points. And Mallory Collier, the big 6'5" girl in the middle, she was 0 for 3 from the floor.
Yep.
So that was big, very big.
21. Go ahead.
Okay, for the Barretts, Kimora Fields had 9 points. Sloan Carpenter and Avery Brewer with 3 apiece. Harmony Ware had 4 points. Hannah Jones with 2, and Erica Swick did not score in the first half. And foul trouble is not a factor to this point. And Gary, that was one of our biggest concerns. There's 3 different Barretts with 1 foul each. Kimora, Sloan, and Avery. There are 2 fouls apiece on the 2 biggest girls for Bartlett. Mallory Collier and Faye Williams both have two fouls each, and they didn't play a whole lot in the second quarter, as Coach Wesley Shapley was trying to keep them out of foul trouble, worse foul trouble, and he did. So foul trouble is not a factor for the Barretts at all to this point, but as we know, Gary, this can change in a hurry.
I shouldn't have said anything about Bruce on the air, because now I just got a message from Mickey Clark, our good friend of the team chaplain. He says, I'm sitting down here in Florida as well under an umbrella, but with no drink. He's a chaplain.
Of course.
Our team chaplain there. And I got a message, too, from someone. I don't know who it is. I don't have their number here. Listening from a club volleyball tournament in Birmingham, Alabama.
All right.
Says, go Barrett.
All right.
Glad to have all of you listening on the Mixed Sapling. We're ready for the tip-off here of period number 3 as we wrap up the Southland Finance halftime show here on Mix 104.1. Bears up 21-16, and it will be Bradley Central basketball as we open the second half of play. We'll have the starting 5 back on the floor for the Bears.
The man in the green shirt still standing up, Gary, so we got another minute or so here.
Yep. We have Harmony Ware, Sloan Carpenter, Avery Brewer, Kimora Fields, and Hannah Jones on the floor for the Bears, and they'll probably Bartlett will start with their same 5. Even the girls that had a couple of fouls early on. See, they had those in the first period. Collier did.
Yep.
And
she didn't play but a minute or 2 in the second quarter. Yep.
No. And they don't show us the time played on the stats they give us here.
Yeah. Yep. They do there. Let's see. Minutes.
Oh, yeah. I see it now. How many did she play?
She had 11 minutes.
11 minutes.
And Williams only played 8.
Yep. And here we go. It'll be Bradley basketball, and they'll come out, stay in that man-to-man pressure defense, looks like. Carpenter in backcourt.
16 minutes to a state championship.
Yep. Bears up 21-16. They'll go down low to Kimora. She's going to go strong on the hoop for the left shot. Good backhand layup. Over and under behind the big girls. 23-16. Bears by 7 again. That's makes their largest lead of the first half. Out top is going to be Raven Sims. Sims with the ball. Looks to the right side. Goes. They're trying to get inside. And Kimora's fronting Collier now. And here's Scott on the drive. She's going to go to the hoop. Can't shoot it. Has it blocked out of bounds and taken away by Kimora Fields. She'll quickly shovel it over to Carpenter. And with 7:21 in the third quarter, Bears with the ball up by 7 at 23-16 in the girls' final game of the basketball season in the 4A championship. 2 games to follow after us, including the last game of the night, McMinn Central girls.
Boy, I tell you, Gary, Sloan has got to be really careful with the basketball, as Nevaeh Scott, quick as a cat, and she's knocked it away twice from behind her.
And here is Bradley inside. Kimora Fields going up again. Shot is good again. 25-16, the lead at 9 for the Bearets. Bradley fans are enjoying the heck out of this, and we've got a huge contingent of students here. They didn't have school buses today to come over. Here goes Sims on the drive. Shot no good. Rebound to it's to Bartlett.
That was all over the back, and they didn't call it on Collier.
That had been 3.
It would have.
6:48 to go in the period.
She's so big, she can reach over, Gary.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what would happen that time.
Trying to inbounds from the baseline. They do into Scott. She's the 3-point shooter outside. Here's a drive, and there's a charge. Gotta be. Yes, it is. That's 3. As on Williams, she's got 3 now. The team has 2 this half. As she plowed through. It was Hannah Jones, I believe she ran through, wasn't it?
I'm glad to see Hannah get up. That was a hard foul right there. She didn't have to to wait on that one off. She got knocked about 3-4 feet over into the cheerleader.
Williams out of the game with 3 fouls. In for her is Zoe Bixter. Bradley inbounds in backcourt. Hopefully they will. And they do come into Sloan at the last second. Barrett's by 9 with the ball. And Sloan, my goodness.
Oh.
Well, they're letting them play. Here's Kimura going up against the big girl again. Shot is up. Good again.
Beautiful.
Kimura bangs it home. She's got 13, and she's taking over to the third. Barrett leads 11. 27-16. Scott on the drive against Carpenter. Gets bumped. Goes back now to Sims. Shot up, no good. Rebound. Down low by Collier, and we have foul or jump. Nope, it's going to be a foul on Bradley.
Yeah.
I believe it's Hannah. Could be Harmony.
Could be any of the 3.
It's going to be Hannah.
Hannah
picks up her first foul of the game. The line shooting 2 is her counterpart, number 42.
Big
Mallory Collier.
Frustration being shown on the Bartlett ladies at this moment. They are down by 11.
Free throw by Collier's good. She's bound for North Carolina State. Play for Westmore. Her first point of the game. 27-17. Bears by 10. 6:18 with the clock stopped. The Bradley Concrete clock stopped. One more shot is also good. She's so tall, she just sort of shot puts it in. 27-18. And no arc on that ball when she throws in. Brewer trying to come into somebody, comes in last second to Sloan again. She'll be trapped in the corner over there and double team. Back to Brewer trying to reverse and get out of there. And we've got time called by Bradley. Bradley was in trouble, deep trouble in the backcourt, and they'll take a time at 6:12 to go in the period. It's a 30-second break for Tennessee Valley Urology. Back in a half minute here on Mix 104.1.
At Porsche of Chattanooga, we're keeping your Porsche buying experience exhilarating. Introducing the new 2022 Macan, the SUV with sports car character. Starting at $54,900, it's incomparable, unmistakable, and unstoppable. Get your new Macan now at Porsche of Chattanooga and experience the experience. And check out our Porsche-approved certified pre-owned vehicles at Porsche of Chattanooga, I-75 North at Exit 7.
6:12 in the third quarter play. Bears up by 9 at 27-18 over the Lady Panthers of Bartlett. Bradley ball in front court as Harmony Ware will inbounds. They've switched out, and here inside low. Okay. Thought she was going to shoot that ball. I thought she was going to shoot it.
Calm down, Gary. We'll make it.
Jones on to Kimura. She's going to drive into the paint. Goes deep in the corner now to Carpenter. Carpenter circles back. Checked down by Raven Sims. 5 count is on. Skips it ahead now to Brewer. Brewer inside against Collier. And boy, Harmony. Wow. And here's a 3-ball. It's good by Hannah Jones.
My goodness.
Only our third of the game for Kia of Cleveland. Lead us at 12 at 30-18. And there's a takeaway for the Bears and a run out. Bradley's got it. Harmony Ware all the way for the easy 2. It's good. Woo! And time. We need a big timeout over here. As the Bartlett Lady Panthers are down by 14 points here in the third with 5:31 in the girls 4A state championship game here on Mix 104.1. We'll take a 1-minute timeout with them. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and keep it right here.
Let's keep it right here for a few seconds and pay a few bills. Village Volkswagen, our fine friends down at Village Volkswagen, locally owned, a proud sponsor of local sports. Take a test drive in an award-winning, locally made VW Atlas, villagevw.com. Also by the Voitech Center of Orthopedic Care. No matter if it's a sports injury or work injury, just an accident at home, Voitech.com. The fine folks at Chick-fil-A, order all your trays today for the big game. Dale's Heating and Air, just call Dales.com. And I tell you what, Gary, panic has not set in, but I'm looking at the faces of the Bartlett girls, and they are not used to being down like this. And there's a lot of time left in the game. Anything can happen. The Barretts are playing Barrett basketball.
I'd rather be up 14 than down 14.
Absolutely, buddy.
Bartlett with Sims bringing across. They've got another player checked back in. It's Shamari Hamlet. Here's a drive by Scott going to the hoop for the layup. Shot is short, no good. Rebound to Bartlett. Foul on Bradley. I believe Brewer may have get the call here. Against a much taller guy. Yep, that's Avery Brewer getting her second foul.
Hey,
team number 2.
And I tell you, the Barretts are in there fighting for all those rebounds, Gary, and we had a few fouls to play with here in the second half.
At the line, it's going to be Zoe Bixter shooting 2. First one is good. 32-19. One more shot coming up for Bixter. She is a 6'1" sophomore. Boy, they bring the 6-footers off the bench or in the game. One more shot for Bixter, and it is short. Rebound Bradley. Harmony Ware pulls it away, and here come the Barretts quickly down the floor.
11-3 run for the Barretts in this quarter.
Hare to Carpenter in the corner. Brewer wide open for a 3. It is too long. Rebound on the backside to Collier. They've got the long, fast break here. Here's Raven Sims going one-on-one against Carpenter. Shot is no good. She short-armed it. Rebound underneath by Bartlett. And on the floor, a scramble for it. And the Barretts pick it up and have it for a moment. And it's lost back to Jones. Shot no good, but a foul on Hannah Jones. Carrington Jones on the drive, and Hannah Jones, number 42, picks up her second foul at 4:46 to go here in the third.
Barrett's had it for a brief second there.
3 fouls on the team at the line again, shooting 2. Number 1, Carrington Jones for the Lady Panthers with 4:46 to go. Barrett's by 13 here in the third. Give a shout to David Norton, who's a buddy of mine from Birmingham at the volleyball club. I don't know if he's playing or he's watching. And the shot's good, by the way. One more shot coming up. Glad to hear from you, David. Second shot is also good. And there's a TV timeout call at 4:46 to go here in the third quarter play. We'll take a 1-minute break. 32-21. Barrett's over the Lady Panthers in the Girls State Championship game for 4A teams in Tennessee. Coming to you live from the Murphy Center here on the campus of Middle Tennessee State. The Glass House, they call it. We'll be back in 1 minute with more live coverage on Mix 104.1, or game supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group.
Hey, Grandpa.
Hello, Jamie.
Grandpa, I heard you talking about the folks at Springdale Heating and Air being old-fashioned friendly. So how's that better than regular friendly?
Well, Jimmy, seems like folks are wound up pretty tight these days. They used to like to visit, and they would listen. It was common courtesy. Nowadays, seems like that's been ruled as inefficient. When I was a boy, we sat down on the porch and there was an open invitation, drop in and just visit. The folks at Springdale are extra nice. Use good manners, don't rush, and take the time to listen.
Grandpa, do you think I'm old-fashioned friendly?
Jimmy, you do all right. I'll make one suggestion, though. When you're talking to someone, look them in the eye and put that phone down and let it rest.
I gotcha.
Springdale Heating and Air. Old-fashioned friendly. And always more than your money's worth. 479-6363.
Back here at the Murphy Center, you listen to Gary Ullman and Brian Grisham bringing you the call here on Mix 104.1 of the Girls 4A State Championship game. This will be our only broadcast today and our last broadcast for the basketball season. And Brian, just seems like we started yesterday and hey, it's over with.
You know, I was thinking about that last night on my way home, Gary, and it seems like yesterday that we had our first broadcast, and I was coming on the crew as the new man in town, so to speak, and here we are. We've had such a blast covering Bradley basketball and all of our local schools, Cleveland, Walker Valley. We've had some great games throughout the year. It has been just an amazing run, and I tell you what, I'm spoiled, so I just think we need to come every year.
Well, and we've also had our middle school, all 3 middle schools on the air for a broadcast we had during the year. And we appreciate all the cooperation we got, and we've gone to a lot of places, and they've welcomed us there, and we appreciate the hospitality we are shown on the road by all the teams. And right now, we're going to wrap up our season here today one way or the other. Right now, looking okay with Barrett's up 11, 32-21 with 4:46 in this game. And in the season for one of these two teams, as everybody's season will end here today. So it's end of the road here for everybody. We hate to see our seniors go, but hey, it's time to graduate sometimes. Now Bradley's figured out this in-court pressure, and here's a bad pass. And we're going to be picked up and saved by Sloan Carpenter. Boy, right there at the last second. I hope they're not got the 10 count on for that. And she's going to be double teaming. And there's a steal by Jones going to the hoop shot. It's good, and they're going to come after us now, buddy. They're going to flat out come after us. They are just all over Bradley with the ball. Pass it into the middle to Kamara. She'll bring it into front court. Sets it up with Jones. Right side back to Sloan. Barrett's at 32-23, a 9-point lead at 4:10 in the third quarter play. We got another quarter to go after this one. Sloan skips it ahead to Brewer on that left side. Back to Jones. Jones on to Carpenter. working on that right wing. Sloan dribbles the ball now out in front, hands it over to Harmony Ware, who's out top. Harmony's had a super good, here's a drive inside by Harmony, a pull-up jumper, shot is too hard, no good, rebound to Bartlett. Take one on the backside by Hamlet. Hamlet keeps the dribble alive, now she'll go to Sims, or to Bixter, and back to Hamlet. Collier takes the pass out top. Bradley let her stay out there all night long, she'd like to. Here's Raven Sims on to Bixter. She'll go to Carrington Jones. She's going to drive it in. Shot is good for 2 more. They got to stop them drives. Those little girls, 1 and 2, keep driving inside. And here's a lazy pass and a foul on Bartlett. Boy, a bad pass was bailed out by the foul that time. Number 22, Hamlet. Hamlet's first, team foul number 4. Bradley inbounds in backcourt on the baseline. This is where we've had trouble getting the ball out of this position here. They'll skip it inside to Carpenter, back to Harmony. Harmony gets double teamed, feeds it back to Carpenter, and she'll bring it across now. On to Brewer. Brewer tonight has been quiet. She has that 1 3-pointer, but they have shut her down here in the state tournament. Brewer drives, hands it off to Carpenter at 3 minutes to go here in the third. Carpenter ahead to Brewer now on the left side. It goes inside low to Kimura. She's going to go up against Collier. Nope, goes back to Harmony. And Collier is just really leaning all over Brewer, all over Kimura. They'll pull it back out top and reset the offenses. Coach says recycle. Harmony and Brewer. Here comes that motion offense now. Look for that back door. And boy, they've made some people pay the price for that this year. Hannah Jones holds the ball high overhead, goes to Harmony Ware on the drive into the lane, goes up for 2, shot block, but a foul on, not the big girl. It's going to be on 22. That will be Hamlet. She'll have 2. Team foul number 5 for the Lady Panthers. And Harmony will step to the line to shoot 2 free throws for Barretts for Cleveland Utilities.
Now that's what the Barretts have got to do, Gary. They've got to use their aggressiveness against them and rack up some fouls.
Scoreboard showing 3 team fouls. I thought it was 4. The free throw is good by Harmony. She'll have another. Got her for 7.
Have got to hit those free throws down the stretch.
33-25. The lead at 8 for the Barretts. One more shot coming up. 2:29 on the Bradley Concrete game clock. Free throw is short. Rebound to Jones for Bartlett. She'll bring it all the way down, going to drive all the way through, and she charges into Brewer, so count the foul on her. That's going to be her first. Now it's team foul number 5.
That's what we got to do, rack up those fouls.
2:22 to go in the third. Bradley inbounds to Jones. Cross-court pass now to Brewer. She'll bring it easily in the front court. Brewer going to be dogged now, and boy, that girl guarding her is quick. Down low to go to Harmony. A bad pass. Stolen away, and here come the Lady Panthers the other way. Jones got away with the walk. Shot blocked by Brewer and be picked up by Harmony Ware. Here come the Barretts. It's 2-on-3 ahead the corner. Kimura's going to drive against Collier, and she'll kick it back out for a 3 by Brewer. Good. Brewer with her second 3 of the game. Push it back to a 11-point lead at 36-25 with 1:45 to go. Deep pass down low to Collier.
Charge.
Be charging. Woo! Collier with a charge. That's going to be 3 on her.
Hannah Jones stood in there and took the charge.
Shapley cannot believe it. Coach Shapley. Wow. Team foul number 6 also.
Coach Shapley's got that jacket off. He better be careful.
And I think he's just been warned. I think both coaches been warned to stay in the. Oh, Shapley, yeah, he's going to get teed up here in a second.
Oh, he's about to deserve it, too.
Yeah, he is going to get teed up.
Oh, my, that's 3 on Collier.
He's following her down, and he's talking to her again.
Yes, he is.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Technical.
There it comes. You can see it coming. He said one more thing to her. Oh. He just simply should warn him.
He's still going. She give him all kinds of room, Gary, and he kept going.
Brewer will go to the other end of the floor to shoot 2 technical free throws for the Barretts and for Cleveland Utilities, with the Barretts up 36-25 at 1:42 in the third.
He's about to get another one.
And Coach Shapley is just about to get ejected from this game. He's gone to another referee now, and now he wants timeout. And
he ain't gonna get one.
Calling it. She's telling him to sit down. Now he's being told to sit down. Free throw's good.
Hey, wow. That referee did a tremendous job of ignoring him, walking away, and he followed her, Gary, and she had to team up.
And now they're going to call timeout, and it'll be a timeout call by.
She hit the first one, correct?
Yeah, she hit the first one. And Coach Reuter, he's anxious about the other second timeout. He said, okay, you'll shoot it when we come back.
I didn't think you could take a timeout during a technical foul.
Well, apparently you can.
I guess so.
And we'll take a 1-minute break here on Mix 104.1. The Bears up 37-25. We'll be back in 60 seconds with more live coverage on Mix 104.1.
Looking for the dealer who's gonna give you more. Kia of Cleveland Superstore.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, proclaiming trade-in madness. I know it sounds crazy, but I need your old car so badly that we'll do just about anything to convince you to sell it to us. High mileage, cosmetic issues, unreliable. At Kia Cleveland, all trade-ins are welcome. Worried about your payoff? Don't. I'll handle the payoff, even if you're upside down. Got a lease? Don't sweat it. I'll terminate the lease early with no penalties. Credit issues? No problem. I'll do my best to help you get approved. Get this. All other dealers might lowball you on your trade, but we will give you exactly what your car is worth, down to the penny. So come see me, John Davis, today. We want your old car more, and I'll even prove it. Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where trading your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Balance on trade, refinance to new loan, subject to lender approval. Expires month end.
After a timeout called by the Lady Panthers, Brewer sinks the second free throw. The Bears up 38-25, 13-point lead, and the ball after the technical foul call on their coach. And he deserved it. He earned it, and we could see it coming, and he was about to get another one. He gets another one, he's out of the game.
They tried their best not to give it to him, and he asked for it.
And then he wouldn't sit down, and the coach had called him. The referee called him on it, told him to go over there and sit down.
Almost give him another one.
And here's the foul call on the Bartlett. On number 11, it will be
Hamlet.
Her first.
No.
Sims, Raven
Sims, yes.
And Sloan Carter will step the line, shooting 1-1 now. We're in the bonus, final minute, 26 and a third, and the fourth period coming up.
Largest lead of the game for the Bears.
Carpenter, first shot, short, no good. Rebound to Jones. She comes racing down the floor. She's quick. In the middle, she throws up a wild shot, no good. We're going to call a foul. Oh, goodness, on Brewer. Avery's going to have 3, I believe. Yep. Brewer picks up her third. That's the only player with more than one except Jones with 2.
And the Barrett's not in foul trouble at all after that 3.
Carrington Jones at line shooting 2 for the Lady Panthers. 119 on her Bradley Concrete scoreboard. Barrett's by 13. Shot is good. Got the roll that time. 38-26, Bears by 12. We're in the third, 1:19 to go.
That's 4 for 4 from the line for Carrington Jones.
She'll have one more. She is a senior, 5'8" senior. Next shot, got another nice roll.
They both rolled in about the same.
39-26. Jones, Hannah Jones with the ball in backcourt. On to Harmony. It's going to be double teamed back to Hannah. Cross-court pass will come to Kimura. On to Carpenter. We roll down to a minute to go here in the third quarter play now. Carpenter out front, had the 5 count on. Breaks away, knocks it off, goes to Brewer. Brewer back to Hannah Jones out top. They'll set her up with Carpenter. Where is Collier? There's Collier. Here goes, and a walking call on Harmony.
Oh, boy.
54.1 to go in the third. 38-27. Bartlett will inbounds in backcourt. Scott will take the pass. She has been pretty much shut down here in this second half.
Yep, she's missed her 3 shots. She's taken 3 shots, missed them all 3.
Guarded by Sloan. On to Carrington Jones. Here's Collier inside. Shot is no good, but foul on the Barretts.
Oh, boy.
This may be Hannah here.
Kimura, maybe.
Yep, Kimura. Her second. Team foul number 5.
Boy, Collier got a break right there. She was out of control and just fell down.
Collier's line to shoot 2. No, I'm going to say she wasn't shooting.
Well,
I'm going to say it's on the.
She was.
And now trying to whack up some perspiration.
Uh-oh. Perspiration patrol.
They're going to inbounds on the left baseline after they use the towel to wipe it up.
Barrett's got a break right there, Gary. She was shooting the ball.
I thought so. Just falling down while she's doing it.
She certainly was. She wasn't going to hit it, but she was shooting it.
And we'll give them the foul.
Absolutely.
Got 2 free throws tonight.
40 seconds.
Left baseline, they'll inbounds. This will be Jones. Looking, and ball tipped away. Stolen by the Bears. Hannah Jones with a tip. Picked up by Kimura Fields. On to Crittenden. Crittenden 1-on-1 against Scott. She'll go to Harmony Ware. Ware on to Kimura. Down low to Hannah. Wide open for two. Shot is no good. She blew the wide open layup. 21 seconds to go into third now. Scott with the ball at 3-point range. Will she shoot? Looking to go inside to Collier. Back to Raven Sims. They'll set her up again left side. Here's Carrington Jones on the drive. She lost the handle. Taken away by the Barretts. Clock's at 7. In backcourt, Harmony Ware. And, could have had a foul there. And Sloan Carpenter's going to be stepping out of bounds with 1.6 to go. Will step out of bounds.
They call, I believe,
38-27.
She was knocked out of bounds.
Give the ball to Scott, baseline. She'll inbounds. Inside pass, shot up, no good, but foul on Bradley. Yep, got her. That's going to be Harmony on the final shot. No, it's going to be on 42. Hannah Jones, she's got 3 now. Jones gets the foul, and they'll shoot 2 free throws with no time on clock. The Bears up 38-27. They're going to make them come back out. You have to stand around the shooter when they're shooting free throws. And the officials are looking at the scoreboard. They're looking at the clock operator.
1 second. They put 1 second back on the clock.
At the line shooting, number 11, Raven Sims for the Lady Panthers. Bears up 38-27 with 1 second to go here in the third quarter. She'll shoot 2. The first one is good. They're a good free throw shooting team.
Yep.
One more shot. 38-28. Bears by 10.
That's 11 out of 12, as a matter of fact.
One more shot for Sims, and it does up softly. It's no good. Rebound. Bradley has it, and that's the end of the period. So the Barretts stretch that lead from 5 to 10 after 3. 38-28 here on Mix 104.1. We got 1 quarter left to play here in the girls 4A state championship battle between 2 heavyweight teams. No doubt about it. We'll be back in 1 minute on Mix 104.1.
I'm on my way to the Mediterranean. I can taste all the wonderful flavors as I bask in the sun. Tzatziki's, that's the one. Tzatziki's, that's the one.
Stop on by Tzatziki's, where we make healthy food taste good. Located at 4440 Frontage Road, right here in Cleveland.
A name and brand that you can trust. Wholesale Supply has been serving the Southeast for over 75 years. Whether you need plumbing, electrical, or HVAC supplies, Wholesale Supply can provide you with the products that you need to complete any job, big or small. Supplying brands such as Kohler, Delta, Rinnai, Progress Lighting, Mansfield, and so many more. With 32 locations across the Southeast, Wholesale Supply is your hometown plumbing, electrical, and HVAC supplier. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
We're back here on Mix 104.1, coming to you from the Glass House, the Murphy Center here at Middle Tennessee State University. As the horn sounds, ready for the fourth quarter play, unless the TV guy's going to hold it up. Nope, he set back down. Bears up 38-28, 10-point lead for the Bears. They've led by as many as 14. They trailed one time by 1 point.
Yep, way back at 7-6 in the first quarter.
And Bradley, it'll be Bartlett basketball. It inbounds at side court here. Bradley has Jones, Kimura Fields, Harmony Ware, Sloan Carpenter, and Avery Brewer on the floor. Our starting 5.
Foul trouble, Hannah Jones and Avery Brewer with 3 apiece, and 3 apiece for Faye Williams and Mallory Collier.
3-point shot in the corner. It's short. Rebound to Bartlett, and she's knocked down. Going to call a foul. Maybe Brewer bumped her mind. Brewer or Sloan? It's Brewer. She's got 3.
Oh, boy.
She's got 4.
That's 4 on Avery.
Yep, that's 4. And that one, here comes Erica Swick in for the Barretts. But first, shooting 1 and 1 is going to be number 13. That's Zoe Bixter. They made her free throws. Bears by 10.
We need to put the kibosh on her right here.
1 and 1. The front end is good.
Didn't work that time.
Erica Swick will check in for Avery Brewer, who'll lead with 4 fouls here with 7:46 in the game. Bears by 9 right now at 38-29. One more free throw coming up for Sims. Excuse me, that's for Bixter. Her shot. No good. Rebound. Bradley. Hannah Jones with it. Bradley trying to get out before they can trap him in backcourt there. Carpenter comes across the timeline now. Gives the old thumbs play. Working, boy, she is being dogged now by one of the defenders there. Goes to Hannah Jones on the right side, hands it off to Swick. Swick back to Kimura. Kimura is probably the lead scorer for us. Here's a drive inside. Harmony Jones tries to shoot it and has it ripped away by Carrington Jones. And here's a drive by Jones. Pull-up jumper shot is no good. Rebound to Collier. Had it, lost it up. No good. Rebound to Collier again. Shot no good, and a foul on Bradley. Kimura Fields picks up her third. I believe it's going to be Kimura.
Yeah.
They can't box Carrington. Collier out down there.
I hope that she doesn't become a factor because she's been a non-factor in the first 3 quarters.
Shooting 2. Mallory Collier with 7:12 to go. Barrett's up by 9 at 38-29. Free throw is short, no good. They missed their last 2. One more shot. They've had a lot of offensive rebounds here in the second half, seems like. One more shot. It is up, and it is no good. Missed them both. Rebound Bradley. Kimura Fields has it. In trouble in backcourt. Goes now to Hannah Jones. Ahead to Harmony Ware on a dangerous pass. Harmony has it, though. See if we can get settled down here. Back to Jones. Boy, they're going to just come after us with their quickness and their speed in every way, shape, and form. Sloan Carpenter skips it ahead to right side to Harmony Ware. Looking to go inside. Nobody there, though. Bradley has everyone out beyond the arc right now. Carpenter holding the ball against Raven Sims. 5 count his own. Spins free from her. Dribbles it to the right side. Hands it off to, and there's a bad handoff there as Carrington Jones saw it coming. Another turnover for the Barretts. Here's a drive by Scott. Shot is good for 2. And time's going to be called by the Barretts now. I believe it's the Barretts. Coach Reuter needs to calm down. Lead us down to 7 here with 6:32 in the period and the game. We'll be back. Well, let's see. Yeah, just take a 30-second break here on Mix 104.1. Back in 1/2 minute.
Our legal system is complex, and your case may impact several areas of the law. Don't just hire a lawyer who focuses on one thing. Hire a team of experienced attorneys ready to handle your case wherever it may lead. Call Logan Thompson, one of the area's most respected law firms. From personal injury to criminal and family law, from contract disputes to disability, the team at Logan Thompson will work together to ensure you are well represented and well compensated. Logan Thompson, we fight to win.
6:32 left in the season for these two teams here. The Bartlett Lady Panthers, who trail the Barretts 38-31. Bradley ball in backcourt. We didn't sub anybody out for the Barretts that time. Swick will inbounds to Sloan Carpenter. They've called off their full court pressure trapping defense. I think they're winded. They're bending over, grabbing their shorts now. They have really worked hard, though, to get this game back. They were down 14. They down by 7 at 38-31. Harmony Ware controlling out top goes to Hannah Jones in the left corner. Back to Harmony.
Here's that zone trap again, Gary.
And here is Carpenter. Carpenter gets that double team trap. And, man, got a time call.
Oh, there was a
Should have been a foul, but Reuter calls a time. And we'll take one again for Tennessee Valley Raja. A 1-minute timeout at 6:12 to go. 38-31, Barretts by 7.
From Car of the Year awards to top safety picks to best buys, Honda delivers year in and year out. So it's no wonder that KBB.com has named Honda Best Value Brand. Speaking of awards, though, how about this? Honda Cleveland has again been chosen as the Chattanooga region's only Honda President's Award winner for the 2nd year in a row. Right now at Honda Cleveland, you can test drive the all-new 2023 Honda Pilot and the all-new 2023 Honda CR-V, both completely restyled and chock full of innovations. Oh, and we have the 2023 Odyssey in stock, too. Or if a nearly new Honda is a better fit, check out our true certified pre-owned Hondas with an outstanding warranty. 3-day exchange policy, 24/7 roadside assistance, downloadable inspection reports, 2 complimentary oil changes, and 3 months of Sirius XM. Now is a great time to trade in and trade up at Honda Cleveland. Your car, your way, every day. I-75 exit 20, 1 mile east. Hope to see you soon.
Erica Swick inbounds for the Bears after the timeout call by Coach Reuter. And Hannah Jones gets double team ball. It's going to be stolen. Here we go again. Down the floor, shot up, and no good. Rebound Bradley, and a foul on 11. Sims. Hannah Jones with a rebound and will shoot free throws. That's going to be second on Sims, team number 7.
All right, Barrett's got to hit the free throws.
They have really cranked up the percentage. I mean, their intensity on defense. Here comes Avery Brewer in for Swick. 6:01 in the game. Barrett's up by 7, 38-31. Jones, one of our seniors, will shoot 1 and 1. Important free throws. The first shot is up. It's good. Big free throw.
6 of 9 for the Barretts from the free throw line.
39-31. Bradley up by 8. One more shot for Hannah. Bound for Johnson University. Our second shot. It's perfect.
Beautiful.
Lead back to 9, 40-31. We need a stop. They've scored every time they've come down here recently, seems like. Scott on the drive to the right side. Gets a screen from Collier. Goes to the key, can't shoot it. Back out to Jones. Down low to Collier. Here's her drive inside. Shot blocked and taken away by the Barretts as Kamora Fields blocked it. What a big block that was on Collier without a foul call.
Yes, without a foul.
Carpenter gets bumped, gets it to Brewer. Clock's at 5:37 for Bradley Concrete. Barrett's up by 9, 40-31. Carpenter being and boy, they went for the steal and didn't get it. We had the numbers on them there. Hannah Jones at the baseline. Bradley's going to say, we're not going to shoot the ball unless it's a layup. Clock rolls down to 5:19. Carpenter with a 5 count on, spins away. Scott stays on her. Oh, could have had a foul right there. And the Bradley fans are beside themselves with these non-calls. They're letting them play ball. It's very physical.
And there's Avery back in the ball game.
Avery's come back in, and there's a foul. Oh, now there's a touch foul right there.
There's a break.
We'll take it. That's going to be 3 on Sims, and Brewer go the line shooting 1 and 1. Clock at 5:04. Barrett's by 9, 40-31 in a championship game for the girls 4A. 1 and 1 coming up. Brewer's free throw is short, no good. Rebound to Collier. They'll bring it down with 5 to go. New girl in the game, number 23, Elise Williams has checked in. Williams with the ball out top. I guess she's running the point. They'll go to Sims right side. Sims at the key, want to shoot, couldn't do it. Trying to go inside to Collier. They do. Here's Collier's shot. It's good. That's her first bucket of the night. She's got 4 points.
And Gary, I don't know why they've not been going to her all night long.
Hannah Jones with the ball in backcourt. She's in big trouble. They get it to Carpenter. 10 count is on. Oh, they barely get across to Brewer. Woo. That was a turnover going to happen right there. Brewer on the right side. Pull-up jumper. 12-footer shot. Good by Brewer. Money right there, buddy.
Beautiful.
Big bucket. Push the lead back to 9, 42-33. 4:16 in the game. Scott looking to go inside, and they'll throw it, and it's going to be barely. Oh, almost out of bounds. Retrieved that time by Raven Sims. He'll give it up to Jones.
Boy, this team doesn't have very many turnovers, Gary. They take care of the ball.
To Sims. On the right elbow, drives in the lane, comes open, shot, no good. Rebound, but a foul on Kamora.
Thought that was
got 3. She's got 4.
Thought that's a good block.
Yep, she's got 4.
Yeah, that's 4.
2 shots coming up for Raven Sims.
All right.
3:57 to go in the game. Bears by 9. Sims shooting 2. Are you 1 and 1? Yeah, we've got 9 fouls, so it'll be a 2-shot foul from this point forward. Sims' shot is good. That's going to be her 3rd free throw, and she got a 2-pointer for 5. Collier will check out. Back in is Zoe Bixter. I believe Collier's out of gas.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Another sub coming in, number 14, Brooklyn Spates will check in. 2nd free throw is up. It's good by Bixter. By Sims, sorry. So Sims checks out. Spates checks in. And we've got a TV timeout here, folks. Imagine that. Timeout on the floor here in the 4th quarter play. 3:57 in this game. Bears up 42-35. We'll be back in 1 minute with more live coverage here on Mix 104.1. Game supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group. Back in 60.
The power and performance of your favorite players comes from hard work and refinement. Same goes for the power and performance of Audi. Hi, Jeremy Holsenbach here for Audi Chattanooga. When you're ready to take your daily commute up a notch or 2, come and drive an Audi. Agile, athletic, with a turbocharged punch. Audi is refined performance luxury. North end of Auto Road and at AudiChattanooga.com.
Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix is a family-owned business and has been serving Cleveland for 40 years. They work with customers large and small. Call Bradley Concrete at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
The construction sale continues at Cleveland Ford. Cleveland Ford is open for business, with more new Fords on the lot than they've had in years. New F-150s, new Broncos, and more of your favorite Ford vehicles. New shipments arriving weekly. Cleveland Ford, building a bigger and better dealership for Cleveland. ClevelandFord.com. We are Cleveland. We are Cleveland Ford.
Back here at the Murphy Center in the Glass House on the campus of Middle Tennessee State, Barrett's lead at 42-35, a 7-point lead with 3:57 to go. Coming up next will be the 1A game between Wayne County, who's unbeaten, and McKenzie, followed by the 2A game at Men's Central and Westview. And Westview is 30-1. Central is 28-7.
And the first game of the day went to Jackson Southside.
Yep.
In the 3A game.
Bradley will have the ball in backcourt, and they're going to apply pressure all the way. And there's one horn. Now the TV guy's holding his hand up. Boy's power right there.
That man has the power.
He gives the old thumbs up, and we're ready to go. Bradley will inbounds. Harmony Ware in backcourt will inbounds to one of the Bears. They'll come into Jones. They're going to trap her. Boy, they just hammer. There's a foul. Good. That's number 13, I believe, on the foul, or 1. The official says that is number 1. That's going to be 2 now on Carrington Jones, and Hannah Jones will go to the line shooting 2. Clock's at 3:55 for Bradley Concrete. 42-35, 7-point lead for the Bearettes. Hannah Jones, first shot is good. Big free throws down the stretch here.
Gonna be shooting 2 the rest of the way, Gary.
Yep. And back in the game is Collier and also Sims for the Lady Panthers. One more shot, 43-35, Bears by 8. Jones going to fire one more time for the senior. Shot is good. She's got them both. She's got 4 free throws, a 3-pointer and a 2-pointer. Lead's going back to 9 now, 44-35. Here's the drive shot, no good, but a foul on the Bearettes.
Hannah's gone.
They're going to call it every time they drive. Yep, it's going to be Hannah Jones. She's got 4. Hannah with 4 now. We have 4 on Brewer. And how many have got on Kimura? 4. 4. 4 on 3 of the Bradley players. The line shooting 2 is number 2. Now the officials gather together with a discussion. Was it the wrong player they call it on, or what's the deal here? They're going back to the scores table, tell them something. And
I don't know what this could be.
Oh, surely not going to have a TV replay here. No.
No.
They're going to the
official scorebook. They may have a discrepancy on fouls.
Their book don't count. That's where the official scores at. Everything's good. Oh, there's a discrepancy on the number of fouls, I believe, because now she says it is 2. Back in will be number 14, Brooklyn Spates, but 2 free throws first for Scott. First one is good, 44-36. That's her first free throw of the night.
Yes.
Barrett's by 8. As Collier will check back out. They're doing offense, defense, I guess. 3:52 to go in the game. Barrett's by 8. One more shot for Nevaeh Scott. It is up. It's good. The lead is 7. This has become a barn burner kind of game. Bradley inbounds to Sloan Carpenter. She'd be double teamed in backcourt. Finally gets a pass off to Kimura Fields. She goes back to Carpenter. Got to get across, girls. And here's a ball knocked away and a steal. We're just telegraphing our passes. Inside Raven Sims for 2. It's good. We're making poor choices on our passes, and nobody's going to the ball. Inbounds come to Jones. Quickly to Kimura. Lead is 5, 44-39. We're dribbling the wrong way in backcourt for one reason. Here's Sloan Carpenter ahead to Brewer. Long 3-ball shot is no good. Rebound. Hannah Jones. She gets fouled. No call made. Kimura inside low. Pass knocked away. But picked up by the Barretts. Maybe. No. Taken away by Bartlett. Bartlett with the ball, 3:10 to go. Here's Scott on the drive, kicks it back, throws it away. Here come the Bears going the other way. It's 2-on-1. Harmony and ahead to Kamara for the left shot. 46-39, lead back to 7 with 2:54 to go. Raven Sims with the ball, looks at her coach, and they're going to call time, and we'll take one with them. Just a 30-second timeout this time for Tennessee Valley Raj on Mix 104.1. We'll be back in 1/2 minute.
With a new Land Rover as your companion, you'll see adventure wherever you go. Visit Land Rover Chattanooga for special offers on the award-winning Range Rover Evoque, the versatile Range Rover Sport, and the spacious Discovery Sport. Lease the 2022 Discovery Sport S for $589 a month for 36 months going on now. Visit Land Rover Chattanooga or call 423-424-4000 for details. Land Rover, above and beyond. $39.95 plus taxes, title, and fees due at signing with approved credit.
Getting ready for the final 2:48. Bears up 46-39. Scoreboard shows 1 timeout remaining for Bartlett, 3 for the Bearettes. And Bartlett's going to crank up the intensity even tougher. Bears by 7 at 46-39. They led by 14 at one point. And right now, Bradley will inbound in backcourt. Harmony Ware. No, I'm sorry. It's going to be Bartlett basketball. That's right. They call time. Shot, 3-pointer, no good. Rebound backside. Jones. And beautiful. The Bearettes. They're going to clear out their defense now. Here comes Jones. Step across that court. They're going to trap her. Here's a pass ahead to Brewer. Bradley with 2:35 to go. Brewer on to Hannah to Kamora. Kamora circles back out 3-point range. Dribbles across court. Goes to Harmony Ware. Coach Reuter right in her ear telling her what to do. Harmony with a 5 count on. Goes past Sims on to Jones. Jones, boy, and there's a foul. And, oh, my goodness. I believe she is upset. Carrington Jones gets her 3rd foul and just slings Hannah to the floor.
That could have easily been a technical.
That's her 3rd, man. Hannah Jones. Well, let's show her what she did. Let's make them both.
Absolutely.
2:18 in the game. Bears by 7, shooting 2 for Cleveland Utilities. Jones with the ball now. Takes a couple of dribbles. Fires the first shot. It's no good. Rimmed away. One more shot for Hannah.
That's the first miss by Hannah. She's 4 out of 5.
One more shot for Hannah. It's up. It's good. So she's got 5 of 6 then. 47-39. The lead at 8 for the Bears with 2:17 to go. Bar. A long 3, shot no good. Rebound Collier down low. She goes up, shot no good. Gets her own rebound. It's up again. She had Brewer against her that time. Moore had to back off.
Avery looking her in the belly button.
47-41. The lead at 6 in backcourt. Avery goes cross court now to Carpenter. Got to get in front court, and we got time called for the Bears, so save the count. As they've got to go to the ball. And this will be a long timeout, a 60-second break. With 1:54 in the game, Bradley will be having the ball when they come back with the lead at 47-41. Bears on top, trying for their 7th gold ball back in 60.
When injuries happen on and off the field, C4 Sports Therapy offers a total body functional approach to rehabilitation and helps you get back in motion fast. C4 is a different kind of therapy, offering personalized treatment programs and performance training and analysis in our professional athletic training facilities in Chattanooga and Cleveland. Our experienced high-energy team is focused on helping you recover fully from injuries, regain fitness after surgery, and prevent re-injury. Take your performance to the next level at sportmed.com/C4.
It's Virgil Edwards, our longtime friend, general manager,
Chattanooga Auto Square.
Virgil, how about Jaguar? What's happening?
The Jaguar is a car that's really an experience. You know, and it's priced affordably. You know, most people think they're $100,000, but they're not. You can get a Jaguar for $50,000, just like you can a Nissan or something else. So it's quite an experience to drive one and to own one. Call us at 423-424-4000.
Bradley will have the ball side rear court right in front of the Bartlett benches. Harmony Ware gets into Kamora Fields, who's been double teamed right there at the half. Goes back to Harmony. She breaks through. On to Hannah. They're not going to go to the hoop to shoot. Going to kill some time with 1:46 clock running. The Bears by 6, and they're in the double bonus if they get fouled. Harmony Ware backing away now from Carrington Jones, and they're going. And there's the foul on Jones. Boy, that girl fouls
My goodness.
That girl's got an attitude and a half.
And that's 4 on her.
Let's get her out of there.
4 on Carrington Jones.
Brewer shooting 2 with 1:37 to go. And Brewer has picked up 2 free throws, 2 3-pointers, and 1 basket. Bears up 47-41 with Brewer shooting 2 for Cleveland Utilities. First shot, it's good.
Oh.
Big free throws. Lead at 7. Back in for Bartlett will be number, well, I can't see her number. It doesn't matter. That's going to be Bixter. 1 more shot for Brewer.
22.
It's good. She's got them both. Lead now is 8, 49-41 with 1:35 in the game. Scott all the way down. Inside low to Collier. She walks. And they're going to call a charge. Charge on Collier. Woo! And their bench just about got a technical foul. Collier's got 4. It's a player control foul, so will not be shooting free throws, but it's a turnover on the charge, giving the ball back to the Bears with 1:31 to go.
That's 4 on Collier.
Carpenter in backcourt with Harmony. Cross court, which she'll go now to Kimora. Kimora gives it right back to Carpenter, who will bring it across. The lead pass to Hannah Jones. Bradley in front court. Down low. Shot good by Harmony. Lead at 10, 51-41. Minute 12 to go. And folks, I'm telling you what. Inside Collier. Shot no good, but a foul. It's going to be Hannah, I believe.
That'll be it for Hannah.
1:09 in the game. 1 timeout remaining for Bartlett. Yep, Hannah Jones. And she's gone with 5. First player to foul out for either team at 1:09. Erica Swick will check in as Hannah gets a standing ovation for the large contingent of Bradley fans here. Shooting 2 free throws going to be Mallory Collier. She's got 2 free throws, 2 bucks for a total of 6. She's their leading scorer coming in.
Outstanding job by Hannah Jones. 10 points tonight.
Free throw is good. She'll have another. Lead at 9. Back in number 23, I believe. Yep, that's going to be Elise Williams with 1:09 in the game. Bears by 9, 51-42. Shot is good. And it's 51-42. 43. That's right. 8. And let's see, they got 6 players on the floor. And he's sending her back out of there. He's going to recount how many you got. You can't play with but 5. Collier back out again. Bradley will inbounds. Harmony Ware into Sloan. And she's going to be hacked. No call made. And we got another run out here. Kimora Fields ahead to Swick. Gives it back to Kimora. And she's fouled. And she'll shoot 2. It's trying to kill the clock and not shoot it. I believe it's going to be number 2, Scott. Yep. Scott's second foul. And we'll shoot 2. This will be Kimora Fields. No, 23. 23 on the foul. Not 2. Kimora Fields shooting 2 for our Cleveland Utilities with exactly 1 minute in the season for these 2 teams. It is going to be short. 1 more shot. Collier back in, along with number 15 for the first time, Taya Johnson. They're playing offense, defense. They got some players got fouls to give too. Brad's got to convert the free throws. 1 more shot for Kimora. Up softly. It is good. She's got that one. The lead again at 9, 52-43 at 59 seconds. Here's a long 3 by Scott. Shot short, rebound. Underneath to Carrington Jones. Shot up and good for 2. And time's going to be called by Bartlett. And that's their final timeout of the game with 51.7 to go. Bears by 5, 52-47. Got to take care of the ball by 7 points. 52-45, excuse me there. Don't scare me like it. 7-point lead. We back in 1/2 minute. Back in 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Cleveland Tire Center, the name says it all. Score big with savings now at Cleveland Tire on Bridgestone, Firestone, Goodyear, and Michelin. See Cleveland Tire for all your automotive and maintenance needs. Cleveland Tire Center has earned the trust and the business of Cleveland and Bradley County with great service, competitive prices, and extraordinary products. Cleveland Tire Center, 4699 North Lee Highway, Cleveland.
We're back after timeout called by Bartlett, their final timeout of the game. We've got 2 left if we need them. And with 51.7 seconds in the season, Bradley 52, Bartlett 47, 45. I keep trying to give them 2 points. It's 7-point lead, 52-45. I'm sorry, folks. Getting a little excited here. You can almost taste it at this point in the game. Inbounds pass will come from Harmony to Avery, and she's going to be fouled right there. There's 2 shots coming up. And they knew they'd have to do it if they couldn't get still the inbounds. Avery's going to shoot it. Foul's going to be called on
number 2.
Number 2. That will be Scott. That's 2 on her, and line to shoot 2 will be Avery Brewer. They're going to keep the ball in the hands of the good shooters, I would say.
Absolutely.
And Avery's one of the best. Harmony's excellent free throw shooter. So is Sloan. With 49.9 to go. Barrett's by 7. Free throw is no good. Kicked out. She'll have another. Here comes Collier back in along with Jones and also Johnson.
4 out of 5 for Avery from the line today.
One more shot for Avery. Barrett's by 7. We'll have post-game interviews, awarding of all the trophies and everything. The shot is good by Avery. Bradley by 5 at 53-45. Here's a drive inside by Scott. They just let her come through. Leads at 6, and there's a foul calling back. Brewer again is going to go to the line. Number 11, that's be Sims. She's got 4. Clock at 40.1.
Time to knock them both down.
Barrett's by 6, looking for their 7th goal ball and their 2nd in the last 5 years. One in 2019 on the last second shot by Brewer. This time it's no good.
Oh.
She's getting going to be mental on her now. She ain't careful here. One more shot coming up. Bartlett cannot stop the clock with a timeout. Next shot is good by Brewer. They're at lead at 7, 54-47. They're going to roll the ball up the floor. Going to be picked up by Scott. She's going to fire the long 3. Shot is no good. Rebound down low. Scramble for it. And Bradley has it. Carpenter pulls it out, and she's going to be fouled, and she'll shoot 2. It's getting a little testy out there.
Yep.
That's the number 15 to leave on the foul. Yep. Foul is on Johnson, and to the line shooting 2 will be our senior Sloan Carpenter with 32.8 in the game. 32.8 seconds. I know the folks.
Kind of excruciating, isn't it, Gary?
And those laying on the beach down in Florida, you know, I hope you're excruciating down there. I'd rather be here watching.
It's going to be worth it, Gary.
Free throw is good by Sloan. Her first free throw, she's got 4 points. And Bradley lead is now 8 at 55-47. Boy, it'd be nice to get a 9-point lead.
All that work, and it's back to an 8-point lead.
32.8 seconds in the game, folks. The crowd is on its feet, I just noticed.
Yes.
Next shot, it's also good.
Beautiful.
She's got them both. Lead is 9, 56-47 for the Barrett. Scott going to fire a 3-ball. There it comes. It is no good. Rebound Bradley. Sloan Carpenter clear. And she's going to be fouled.
They call it on Sloan?
Oh, there's no way.
Oh,
there is no way.
Goodness.
They're going to shoot free throws. It is on Sloan. And she has just fouled out, or has she?
Oh, my goodness. No, Sloan's just got 1 foul.
Okay, I'm looking the wrong. Yeah. Got 2 now.
Wow, she had that rebound.
Raven Sims at the line shooting 2. It's good. They don't miss free throws.
No.
56-48 to lead at 8 with 26.3 now. 26.3. Seems like an eternity.
It has been.
One more shot for number 11. Sims shot. Good again. The lead is 7, 56-49, and a foul call immediately in backcourt on Scott. They're not even letting us get the ball in now. She's got 3.
Well,
she's got 3. And now shooting 2. I can't see Mr. Referee. Who's at the line?
Avery.
Avery at the line shooting 2 again. First shot is good. Brewer, I have her for 7 free throws.
7 out of 9.
2 3-pointers. That's 7 plus 6, 13, and 2 pointers, 15.
Uh-oh. What's this conversation about?
TV time for the officials here.
Referees.
Make sure the camera's on us.
Now, what would you be checking here, Gary?
Maybe who the foul was called on, so I would know.
Maybe. Did they get the ball in, or did they foul her before the ball was in?
26.3 on the clock, and they're talking over the score.
Oh,
they took 0.3 of a second off.
Well, that ought to do it. My goodness, 0.3 of a second.
One more shot coming up now for Brewer. Bradley by 8. 26 seconds. Shot is good.
Oh, big. They're big.
9-point lead again, 58-49. Here's going to be Scott shooting a 3, probably. Nope, they'll go to another girl shoots a 3. It's way off mark, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds. To who? It's still to Bartlett, I guess. 17.9 in the game.
That was number 15, Taya Johnson, took that shot.
Could they make it any more tense?
Yep, sure could if it's just a 2-point game.
Inbounds comes to Scott. Harmony stops her. They'll go out top to Carrington Jones. Back to Scott. She'll shoot the 3 ball. Shot is no good. Rebound out long to Bradley. Erica Swick has a loose ball with 8 seconds to go. And folks, we can say it. The Bears going to repeat from 2019, another state title, number 7 for the Bears, and that's it. It's over. Coach Reuter has his second.
State champ.
That has a sweet ring to it.
How about that?
58-49 the final. The Bears have won another state title, number 7 in their history, and number 2 for Coach Reuter here in the last 5 years. And the celebration started on the floor. An outstanding Bartlett team will end their season 34-8. The Bears 35-1. And here comes the walking wounded.
Oh my goodness, Gary! What a ball game!
We're going to have a ball game. The handshakes come up now. Then we'll have the presentation of the all-tournament team, the MVP, and all that goes with that. The cheerleaders will get a plaque. The coach will get a plaque. We're going to keep it right here. We don't want to break away from any of this right now.
For everybody jumping up and down in their living room at home, the Bearettes are bringing the big gold ball back home.
Incredible game here.
Holy cow, incredible tournament.
Bears shot 50% compared to 29% for Bartlett. Therein lies a tale of the tape. And the black and gold will bring home another gold ball clear off the trophy case. We're bringing it home, folks. We'll celebrate tonight in Bradley County. The Bears have got TV people out there galore, newspaper people.
Coach Reuter's doing his TV interview over there.
Oh, yeah. He's got to get the...
I love the sign the cheering section's got up there, don't mess with the vest.
Yep, he wears that vest sweater. The Bears have won it here, folks. What a great, great day it's been for Bradley Central High School.
We might not take that vest and put it in the trophy case as well, Gary.
Yeah, it would help. They're getting the folks back to the bench for the players, and they'll take over and rename. The PA guy will take over and start naming off the all-district team, but they're passing out the championship hats, which are always handy dandy to have.
And Gary, think back to the pregame show. I predicted 8 and you took 9.
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
I did.
I forced you to take 9 because I took your 8. How about that?
We're buying lottery tickets.
We're getting lottery tickets on the way home.
Joe, you're going to have to move when they start. Tell Joe to move. You're going to have to move over when they start. Thank you.
You're in the way of a Hall of Famer, buddy.
Bears have clinched their 7th straight state, they're not 7th straight, but 7th overall state championship here with a 58-49 win over a very good Lady Panther team from Bartlett.
Very good, amazingly good.
If Coach Reuter will shut up, they'll start the ceremony. But wait for the TV.
They've got him started, Gary. We know how that goes. Oh,
coming up now, the 1A game followed by the 2A game with McMinn Central involved there. We wish him luck. And Coach Reuter says, leave me alone. He's got to go to the presentation. Now they've let him go. Okay. The officials are taking over now, going to start with a ceremony here.
This is the second game of the day. There's been 2 state champions decided. Let's see, the earlier game was Jackson Southside, 62-52 over Livingston Academy. Jackson Southside went undefeated, and the Bearettes of Bradley Central are the 4A champions, and they finish at 35-1.
Bears win at 58-49, and right now there's Coach Spangler, our principal. He's going to be happy. They're congratulating him. He's the principal of the school that just won it. And they're going to let him present the trophies, I believe, here. He's on the board of control here for the TSSAA, representing the southeastern part of the state. Maybe we can get Patrick over here, too, after the game is over. We'll have a quite lengthy post-game show here, folks, as you might expect. Hey, it's a state championship. You got to celebrate them.
Doesn't happen every day, Gary.
No, it's tough to win them all, boy. It's tough.
Think about how tough it's been, the road. You know, it started getting tough in the district tournament. We had to beat Cleveland 4 times this year, and then to the region tournament, and then the huge win in the state tournament, the sub-state over Stewart's Creek, and the 2 of the 3 toughest games here at the state tournament, and dominated a good Cookeville team.
Here comes the announcement, starting with the all-district or all-tournament team. Announcing the ones that are not here first. Green Hill out of Knoxville. I just heard that school name.
They've handed out the championship hats over there. The girls are looking good in their championship hats.
They continue to announce the players that are not here. There may be one of those here. Here comes one girl out of the stands. Oh, these guys are going to block our view here with all the cameras in front of us, so we can hear it. One more being announced for one of the teams that did not get to the championship finals. Yeah, here comes a girl from the Cookeville Cavaliers.
There you go.
That's the big girl, number 20. That's Gallagher, Casey Gallagher. Casey Gallagher, outstanding ball player for the Lady Cavaliers.
And I tell you, Gary, think back to that 2-point last-second win over Bearden to start this run.
Giving her all-tournament award. Oh, boy.
Nice to stand up, isn't it?
Here comes another girl. Let's see where she's from. She doesn't have her uniform on, her top on. She's got on a TSSAA hoodie. I think she's the one from Green Hill. Yeah, that's the girl from Green Hill.
Okay.
They would let them come down on the stands. It takes them a little bit to get here, but they're here now. And here comes from Bartlett High School. It'll be number 2, Nevaeh Scott from Bartlett, who comes out in tears.
She's a senior.
Yep. Just saw her team lose to the Barretts here. The Barretts 58-49 the win. So Nevaeh Scott, the first player in the game involved today to receive. They're going to have several more from both teams on this one. Avery Brewer from Bradley Central. A young sophomore. She's won 2 state titles now, one in the middle school ranks and one in the varsity ranks here for Bradley Central. Of course, she won that one 3 years ago at Lake Forest, playing for a Barrett. Xander Morris from Bartlett, number 42, Mallory Collier, who's bound for North Carolina State. And Mr. Wes Moore, former UTC Lady Mock coach.
Also a senior.
Yep. Collier, the 6'5" post player. I had her with, let's see how many officially we had. She had a total of 8.
And all
Bradley Central. Hannah Jones will come forward. So Brewer and Jones so far from the Barretts. And Hannah's actually smiling, I believe.
Well, you know, Harmony and Kimura are next.
And from Bartlett, Raven Sims, the number 11. She's a senior. 3 seniors from Bartlett.
They only had 4 seniors, I believe.
Next one will be from Bradley Central. I got a feeling I know what's coming now.
Yep. Absolutely.
Bradley Central. Kimura Fields, a freshman, no less. A freshman getting her award for the state championship. And these girls probably have some rings. And the Harmony Ware from Bradley Central. She's a sophomore. They haven't announced her as the MVP. The MVP may not be. We'll see.
I believe they did. No.
Kimura Fields has just been named MVP as a freshman.
Wow.
Folks. A freshman.
Wow.
For the Bears has just been named MVP of the state tournament and the championship team. Wow. Does the future look bright?
How about that?
Does the future look ever so bright?
Oh, my goodness.
Goodness gracious.
And I tell you what, Kimura deserved it because of the work she did on the inside against a girl 5 inches taller than her in this championship game.
Bradley has sophomore Avery Brewer, senior Hannah Jones, sophomore Harmony Ware, and freshman Kimura Fields make the all-tournament team, and Kimura Fields just been named the most valuable player. I'd like to know who was the last freshman to make the MVP.
You know, that's not going to be a long list.
Yeah. Here come the cheerleaders for Bartlett out to receive the cheerleaders a plaque for the runner-up cheerleaders. And the Bradley cheerleaders are patiently waiting to the left over here. They'll be awarded the championship plaque, the gift to the cheerleaders. As Bartlett's girls are ready and smiling. And then we'll have the award to the coaches, and then the presentation. Wow, the gold ball.
How about that?
Here come the Barrett cheerleaders under the direction of Miss Carrie Iverson. And well, they're going to give the Coach Shapley, Wesley Shapley from Bartlett, the runner-up coach award. He's getting a picture made with one of the TSSAA officials. I believe Patrick Spangler is going to present the coach's award and probably the gold ball.
No.
And here comes a silver ball being presented to Bartlett, the Lady Panthers. Coach having to encourage him to go out there and pick it up. They go out there as a team, though.
Boy, I tell you, Gary, and how bad it hurts, and I know how bad they feel over there, but this is a huge accomplishment to be runner-up in the state tournament.
Yes, it is. They have their trophy, the silver ball. And now we'll have the presentation to the cheerleaders first for the Barretts for the championship team. My phone's going to blow up tonight.
Yep. Mine's already started.
Yeah, I'm not going to look at it.
It's going to be a happy ride home, Gary.
After we go to Demo's to eat.
You better believe it.
Pick out the biggest steak they got, folks.
I'm celebrating tonight.
Here we go with the presentation of the Barretts coming up. I'm waiting for the photographers to get finished with the cheerleaders or the team, and they're taking a seat now. Good contingent here from Bartlett, by the way, and a huge crowd for the Barretts. And here comes the applause first for the cheerleaders. They'll come forward under Carrie Ouster, a longtime cheerleader coach. And I know that makes her feel good to see the Barretts win it and be proclaimed the cheerleaders for the state champions. There's a bunch of happy girls right there.
Absolutely. What a picture.
And Coach Reed will be awarded the plaque next as the winning coach. And Mr. Patrick Spangler, the principal, and his boss at Bradley Central will present him that trophy.
How about that?
Wow. What a scene, folks. What a scene. It's Bradley Central all over the floor here today. Gets a big hug from Coach Reuter.
A big bear hug.
A bear hug. And now the presentation of the gold ball. And guess who's going to present that? Well, Patty's not going to present it. This lady's going to present it. Here come the Barretts getting their 7th gold ball for another state championship here. Goodness gracious. Life is sweet at Bradley Central. Woo. Let's take a break here on Mix 104.1. We'll have some post-game interviews coming up. Hopefully have Coach Reuter. He promised he'd come and talk to us today. But we'll take a timeout. Again, the final, the Barretts win at 58-49. The girls for a state championship gold ball is coming back to Cleveland, Tennessee. We'll be back in 2 minutes with more live coverage.
Tennessee Valley Urology is the home of the no scalpel vasectomy. Find out more at tnvalleyurology.net or call 423-472-3201.
Spring into savings at Crown Cleveland, Crown Chattanooga.
Put the power of two to work for you. Folks, I want to introduce you to Bob. He's our new general manager of our Cleveland store. He's going to be here for you with great service, great prices, and customer service is his #1 priority. Come by and see Bob.
As always, will be any Tennessee deal is advertised price by $500.
Or I'll give you $5,000.
$5,000?
Plus, between the two of us, we have over 700 new vehicles available to choose from. The better way to buy
and serve.
Ho!
Buy a new Jeep or Ram during the Jeep Celebration event. See dealer for complete details.
A name and brand that you can trust. Wholesale Supply has been serving the Southeast for over 75 years. Whether you need plumbing, electrical, or HVAC supplies, Wholesale Supply can provide you with the products that you need to complete any job, big or small. Supplying brands such as Kohler, Delta, Rinnai, Progress Lighting, Mansfield, and so many more. With 32 locations across the Southeast, Wholesale Supply is your hometown plumbing, electrical, and HVAC supplier. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
From everyone at the Lynn Jones Foundation, we would like to say thank you to each of our local high school teams for a great basketball season, and we wish you the best in the postseason. We are very proud of all your hard work and determination. The Lynn Jones Foundation is dedicated to empowering people of all ages to dream, aspire, and achieve through the simple needs of nutrition, clothing, and education. To find out more, please visit lynnjonesfoundation.com.
Mix 1041 is everywhere you go with the free Mix 1041 app. Download for free and listen on your phone and your mobile devices at mymix1041.com. mymix1041.com. Presented by CHI Memorial. Hello, human kindness.
This is Thomas Williams with Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Stop by today and take advantage of Bradley County's largest pre-owned inventory, or visit cleveland-nissan.com, home of the lifetime warranty.
When we say good morning, we mean it's a good morning to start your day with a Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast mix and match. With made-from-scratch biscuits smothered in sausage gravy, sausage and egg biscuits, or sweet Hardee's French toast dips. Start your day off right. Hardee's breakfast mix and match. Pick any two, just $5. Hardee's, feed your happy. Tax not included. These items only for a limited time. Price and participation may vary.
You have been listening to the Blue Cross TSSAA State Championship game. The Bradley Central Bearets are the state champions in 4A basketball in Tennessee. The best team in all the land. The Bearets taking a 58-49 final score over the Bartlett Panthers, and what a ball game. And let me go very quickly. Well, let's pause just for 1 second for Station ID. Our broadcasts are presented by Mix 104.1, WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland, and Athens. Let's very quickly go over some final stats while we're waiting on some ladies, and we're going to do all kinds of, we're going to interview everybody from the guy that let us in the gate out there all the way to the Bearets here on the Leisure Time Bowling post-game show. For the Bearets, let me see, turnovers, 19 turnovers for Bartlett, which was a big factor down the stretch, 17 for the Bearets. Rebounding, 36-24, a 12 advantage for Bartlett, and it probably should have been a little bit bigger as the Bearets fought some more inside to hold their own especially in the fourth quarter. Let me look at free throws. Free throws down the stretch, the Bearets, let's see, 18 of 27 for the game. Free throws 20 of 26. So the Bearets evened it out a little bit down the stretch there as they hit the clutch free throws down the stretch to secure the win. Shooting percentages. Bartlett shoots 29% for the game. The Bearets an even 50% for the game. That was huge. The Bearets hit the 50%. They shot 50% from the floor all year long. A great job of the Bearets on that. Let's see. Turnovers. I already hit turnovers. That's right. Final point totals for the Bartlett Panthers. They end their season as state runner-up, and that's nothing to laugh at, folks. The Bartlett team, outstanding basketball team. They finished their season at 34-8. Final point totals. 15 points for Nevaeh Scott, 12 points each for Raven Sims and Carrington Jones, 8 points for the big girl, big 6'5" Mallory Collier. I believe she's going to North Carolina State with 8 points. Zoe Richter with 2 to round out the scoring for the Lady Panthers. For your state champion, Bradley Central Bearets. That sound pretty good, Gary?
Yeah, that sounds really
pretty good. Right,
that's a nice ring to it.
I'll say that again. The state champion, Bradley Bearets. The final point totals, Kamora Fields, the MVP of the state tournament and a freshman, 18 points. 5 rebounds for Camorra. Sloan Carpenter with 3 points. Avery Brewer with a big 16 points, 8 of 11 from the free throw line down the stretch for Avery. Those were huge. Harmony Ware with 9 points. Hannah Jones, a senior, with 10 points. Love Howard with 2 points to round out the scoring for the state champion, Bradley Central Bearettes.
And here's the all-tournament team, as we were just handed a copy of this. From Green Hill is Aubrey Blankenship. We saw these girls play this week. From Cookville, they had 2 girls, Cassie Gallagher and also Isabel Garcia, 2 outstanding players from Cookville, the team that we beat yesterday quite handily, actually. From Bartlett, Nevaeh Scott, Mallory Collier, and Raven Sims. And from the Bears, Avery Brewer, who's a sophomore. Harmony Ware, a sophomore. Hannah Jones, a senior. And Camorra Fields, a freshman, was just named the MVP of the 4A state tournament. That just does not get much better than that right there, folks. Let's take another timeout here on Mix 104.1. We're in the Leisure Time Bowling postgame portion of the program here. Going to have some girls coming back at us here in a couple of minutes. And Coach Tinsley, if not, Coach Reuter will be along, and we'll talk to those when we return here in 2 minutes on Mix 104.1 as we continue with our Leisure Time Bowling postgame show. Back in 2.
Are you losing sleep or worried about market volatility affecting your hard-earned retirement savings? You've worked hard for your money, and the team at Alon Planning Partners will work just as hard to help you protect and grow it. Our no-cost review begins with us listening and continues with advice and collaboration. Begin the conversation by calling Jay and Brittany Hagee and the team at Alon Planning Partners at 800-971-4549, 800-971-4549.
CHI Memorial Family Practice Associates provides comprehensive primary medical care. The clinic is open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 5, and Friday, 8 to 12. Nurse practitioner Leslie Castile welcomes new patients. Call 423-339-1760 to schedule an appointment.
It's Virgil Edwards, our longtime friend, General Manager,
Chattanooga Auto Square.
Let's talk about Infinity at Infinity of Chattanooga.
What a dependable car, what a quality car, luxury, sports, design, unique, quality, easy to maintain, good fuel economy. It gets on and on. Infinity is a tremendous brand. Call us at 423-424-4000.
At TVFCU, we're proudly providing home loans for our neighbors. Enjoy your new home, Robin. TVFCU, a place for all of us. Equal housing lender.
It's here, the annual Don Ledford March Mania event at our Pre-Owned Automotive Center in Cleveland. We have over 70 quality pre-owned vehicles available for you to choose from right now with new arrivals daily. And over 50 of them are trucks, vans, and SUVs. We have almost every brand, domestic and import, available right now. There truly is something for everyone. So visit our showroom on North Lee Highway and save big on a quality pre-owned vehicle. Don Ledford in Cleveland, where we say yes.
Serenity Funeral Homes. Convenient, caring, affordable. Cleveland's most affordable funeral home. Completely remodeled. Offering cremations as low as $5.95. Funerals, $15.95. SerenityofCleveland.com. When trust matters most.
Back here at the Murphy Center, the Glass House here on the campus of Middle Tennessee State University. We've completed 2 championship games today. The second one you just heard here on Mix 104.1, the Bradley Central Bears win it 58-49. The final over the Lady Panthers of Bartlett. The Bears' 7th championship, 7th gold ball. And our trophy case is getting a little crowded.
You know, we might have to get a bigger one, Gary. I don't know.
Well, we might have to do something. That's okay.
That's a pleasant problem.
A great win for the Bears and a tough team. This year we have knocked off the #1 team just this week, actually. We knocked off the #1 team. We knocked off Coffee County, who was #5, and today we knocked off Bartlett, who was #7. Earlier we had knocked off, is it Warren County we played?
Warren County
beat them. They're #9. So we've earned this championship. There's no doubt about it. Knocking off #1, #4, #5, and #9. And I just looked at my phone here. I got people from all over. A lot of people in Florida right now, I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, they're jumping up and down in the sand down there, and we're tickled we could bring it to them. I tell you, Gary, as the old saying goes, to be the best, you got to beat the best, and the Barretts have beat the best and then some throughout this postseason.
Well, going back to when we've seen the draw, the first time we saw that draw in the state tournament, number 1, Bearden unbeaten, 57-game winning streak, 35-0 this season. Right off the bat, here's the Barretts ranked number 2 this season, been there all year long, coming in at 31-1 or 32-1, I guess it was. And everybody just pitched a fit, you know, about, hey, that's not fair.
Right.
You know, and we talked to Matt Gillespie about that draw. It's just a blind draw, folks. There's no shenanigans to it at all. And like Reuter said, he said, hey, if we're going to win this thing, we're going to have to beat them anyway.
Absolutely.
So he knocked him off at the buzzer.
And if you'll remember about that game, Gary, we had a double-digit lead.
Yeah.
And the first question that people asked me back home, well, how'd the Barretts blow the lead? Well, the Barretts didn't blow that lead.
Yeah.
Bearden was good. They were undefeated, and they just turned it up a notch and came back. And we didn't play bad. We had a couple turnovers, but Bradley didn't blow the lead. Bearden just came back, tied it up with 19 seconds, and then the heroics at the end.
And Bearden's probably glad that we won it because, you know, you like the team that knocks you out to go and win the state.
You look at that stuff.
Nobody else was better than them either. So the Bears do pull it off 58-49. The win.
Here comes Amy.
Where is Amy at?
Right here.
Oh, okay. Come on over here, girl. How you doing? Are you okay?
I don't have a voice left.
Woo! Let's get her mic turned up here. Well, Amy, let me get her headset on here again. You got me now?
I don't have a voice left, Gary.
Oh, well, that's okay.
That's all right.
Well, Coach, we'll get Reuter here maybe later on, but you've been through this before.
I have.
Just, what, 5 years ago now?
Yep. 2019.
And what's your thoughts on this game tonight? We beat the number 1 team, the number 4 team, the number 7 team, the number 9 team in this run in postseason. I mean, they threw the best at us.
When the bracket came out, we were kind of a little bit not disappointed, but we knew the bottom half of the bracket was a challenge, and we knew if we could navigate through the gauntlet to get here, that we had a great idea that Bartlett would run their side, and I mean, Bartlett's a great team. They're tall and athletic, and our kids just did a heck of a job tonight.
Well, they weren't going to go away, and they cranked up their intensity there late in the second half when we kept that lead up 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points, and then it got down to 4, I guess, a closer 5 at one point. And
their press is daunting.
Oh my
They're so tall and athletic. I mean,
and quick.
It was hard for our kids at Avery at 5'6" and Sloan at 5'4" to see over those kids. But I mean, they took care of the ball when they needed to and hit free throws down the stretch. So
hey, let's talk about composure down the stretch. That Bartlett team, they threw everything they had at us, and it could have very easily turned. They could have caught us, but we kept our turnovers to a minimum and hit those free throws down the stretch. Tell me what was going on with you and Coach Reuter on the bench as we're winding down and it comes to that point.
A lot of times Coach Reuter likes to focus on what we're doing wrong, and Freeman and I have to remind him, hey, we're still ahead. Let's be positive.
Yeah.
So, the girls, if they see him panicking, they're going to panic. So
right.
We were trying to keep him, in check, and I mean, he calls it resolve. Our girls, they kept their resolve.
Oh yeah.
And, stepped up the free throw line and knocked him down. And, I mean, he puts them in pressure situations all the time in practice. So, I mean, we were ready for it.
Well, you look at that all-tournament team, you have 2 sophomores, a senior, and a freshman who's the MVP. And I was telling Brian, I don't know the last time we've ever had a freshman come
We'll have to check on that.
And be MVP. We've not had one, I know, from Bradley Central. We've got 7 balls now. We have to make room in the trophy case for another ball.
And we could really have 5 on an all-tournament team because Sloan did a heck of a job pounding the ball for us. And, we don't win any of those ball games, without her.
Well, we've talked about Sloan.
Brought my ring today.
We've talked about Sloan. It doesn't show up in the points column, but she does so much to help this team win.
She's definitely our floor general. Teams they have not been able to press us all year long because, she's averaging less than a turnover a game. And, it's something that it's an incredible stat that not many people can do that.
And never was that more at the forefront the other night than when she fouled out, and it was tough without her.
I got a little nervous.
We did too.
Well, earlier this year, even pregame, we talked about this preseason. I mean, we talked about this team. You know, we knew what we had coming back. We knew Kimora was going to be a Barrett, and it looked good in the summer games and camps and stuff like that. And we thought, you know, we've got a good shot, a real good shot to win the state title. But it's a long, hard road. People are not close to it like you are. I mean, I'm close to it, but not near as close as you and Reuter. And these kids, they don't understand how hard and tough it is once you get here.
Listen, I knew we had to play the season, play the games, but I knew from the time we stepped out on the court this summer that we had a great team. And I thought we were the best team in Tennessee all year long. I didn't care what the polls said. You know, Bearden, they're a good team, but they graduated 4 seniors. So.
Well, that's another thing. You know, when we seen the match, it said, here's 1 against 2. And Brad ain't going to beat Bearden. That's what everybody kept thinking, you know. Then they said, well, Bartlett's the best team in state. You ain't going to beat Bartlett. You have to play them, you know.
You know, there were some Tennessean guys that had their predictions
yes.
before this tournament started.
We talked about that.
The Barretts were nowhere in their prediction. That's okay. Like we're okay with that. That's motivation.
They are now.
For us. So
just give us fuel.
You know, they were picking Bartlett, Bearden, and Blackman. So they forgot about the Barretts.
That's right.
And I read today they're expecting a West Tennessee sweep today. Is what I read.
They were expecting a sweep today.
Well, I'm glad we can lower their expectations.
How about that?
Yeah. Well, congratulations, man. It's been a great season. It doesn't get any sweeter than this.
I believe I see some girls coming, Gary.
Gold ball, and yeah, maybe have some Barretts coming here.
Yeah, I've got 2. I think Erica Swick, Shemaya Francis are coming out here.
Shemaya will start crying again. She was crying yesterday.
Oh.
Here comes Sloan and
I'm gonna turn over to them. Thanks so much, Gary.
All right,
absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, we'll see you.
Woo!
I'm gonna hand this off here to go ahead, Shemaya.
I gotta have a hug first. Good job, good job.
Like that. There we go. I'm going to ask you going to start crying on me today?
I might.
Well, it's been a great season for you. A great career for Bradlett Central, you know. What more can you say about it? I mean, what a way to end the season, right?
Yeah.
What was Coach Reuter's first remark when you got in the dressing room? Did he have anything to say, or is he still in the press conference?
He was speechless. He was like, guys, I'm speechless.
But you knew all season long we had a chance to win this, didn't you?
Definitely, definitely.
We beat some of the best teams in the state. You know, everybody says Bearden was the best. We beat them.
Yes.
And then they say Bartlett's the best. And nobody really gave us much of a chance to win this thing, but we did.
Definitely.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Look forward to watching you play at at Johnson University. You and Sloan and Hannah there. And go ahead and hand it to one of those girls there, and we'll talk to them. And it's going to be Erica Swick. And turn it back in like here. Here we go. Now there. Well, Erica Swick, give me a hug there, girl. You're a senior, honey. What a way to end your career. You know, it didn't start out too good this year when you had the injury with the leg, and it looks like it's pretty much fully healed now. And now you're going to have, I was going to show you girls something I brought today. Look what I got. That's what my state championship ring looks like.
Ooh.
And I got a feeling you're going to get one much smaller than for your little tiny fingers, you know. I got fat fingers there, but Erica, what do you think about the team now?
Oh, I love this team more than anything. I'm so glad we won it.
Tied all year long, weren't y'all?
Yeah.
And even when you were sitting on the bench, you were always there cheering them on and helping.
Sir.
And I remember going to Knox Catholic, so you walk off the floor crying because you were hurting so bad.
Yes, sir.
And you come back and you won it.
Erica,
that's all it takes.
Tell us how much sweeter it is going after all you've been through. And this your senior year. You knew this was it. You didn't know if you were going to get to play again or not.
Yeah.
Tell us how sweet it is to be wearing that championship hat.
The feeling's amazing to have a team too. Just be there all year, back you up. It's amazing. I love it.
We had you counted down for the count 2 or 3 times during the season because Reuter said, well, she's probably gone for the year, you know. Then you come back and then you got injured again. Well, she's done for the year for sure. And then I started hearing, well, hey, she's done okay in practice. You know, we're going to let her run, stuff like that. And so your perseverance hung in there and you won it. And now you're going to have a gold ball to take back and a ring for your finger now.
Yes, sir.
And it's Erica Swick. Go ahead and hand Sloan the. Go ahead and take it. You can take your picture there if you want to. Flip it this way. There we go, Sloan. Being joined now by another one of our seniors, Sloan Carpenter. Sloan, You've been here before. You've played in 3 state tournaments, but this is the first time you're going to take the gold ball back. And,
yes, sir.
As a senior, you are absolutely the leader, the captain of this team that just makes it happen. And nothing seems to daunt you out there. I mean, what goes through your mind when they say, can you guard this girl? She's their lead scorer. Can you guard this? She's their lead scorer. I mean, and your defense is spectacular, but your ball control, you know, less than 1 turnover a game.
It's mainly just having confidence in your talent and relying on what you've been working for years. So.
Well, you made the all-tournament team again, you know, so it's been a great career for you, hasn't it?
Yes, sir.
I remember
it's been a journey.
You started here as a freshman when Jemiah got injured, I believe it was.
Yes,
you had
sir.
to start as a fill-in there because she got injured late in the year. And it led us there. We didn't win the state that year, but now we got the state title to claim and take back home.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what to say. It's just, it's amazing.
I have no words. It's just, so happy.
Tell me a little bit about during the ball game, the constant pressure by Bartlett. Those guards, you rolled your eyes. I knew you were going to roll your eyes at that.
They'd attack you once you inbound the ball.
It was relentless, wasn't it?
They definitely pressured the whole game, full court, half court, trapping, you know. I just had people come to me, get the ball to them. And
one of the things that we talk about on the radio a lot, and we've talked about it all year long, is about the composure that you guys keep. It doesn't matter what you're under, and that's got to come from Coach Reuter and you guys trusting each other on the floor.
Yes, you can't break down under pressure. If you do that, then you'll lose.
Well, you've told us that all year long.
Oh, yeah.
And now we're taking home the big gold ball. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And
there's that smile. I knew I'd get that smile out of her.
We'll let you go celebrate with the team, and we'll probably see. Y'all going out to eat anywhere when you leave here, or?
We'll probably go somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, all right. We'll let you go, and we'll wrap our game up here tonight, our show here from the Murphy Center. Congratulations on the Barrett's 7th gold ball. That's Miss Sloan Carpenter, Senior. I'll take your headset back there, Sloan.
All right.
Thank you, dear.
Good job. Good job.
Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. It has been a pleasure.
Let's take another break here while we can here on Mix 104.1. We'll return maybe with Coach Reuter. If not, then we'll just go ahead and sign off. Back in 2 minutes with more live coverage. The Bears win it 58-49 the final for their 7th gold ball in Barrett history. We'll be back in 2.
Voitic Center for Orthopedic Care treats all orthopedic injuries, including neck and back pain. At Voitic Center for Orthopedic Care, insurance isn't a worry because they accept all insurances and can even get same-day appointments or even walk-ins. Digital x-rays are even on site. Voitic Center is also a certified concussion care specialist. Contact Dr. Voitic and his staff at 479-3600 for your appointment today.
This is Ashley Howard from Remember Me Senior Care. We are Cleveland's first assisted living and memory care community. Our resident-centered care and consistent staffing aims to create professional relationships among residents, their families, and professional caregivers. You can be confident that you have found the home environment that your loved one needs and thrives in. Please give us a call at 423-473-3140 or visit our website at www.remembermesc.com. We wish all the best for our local athletes tonight.
Dale's Heating and Air makes your comfort their priority. You are just 4 easy steps away from comfort. Schedule your service, guaranteed on-time service, thorough process, and then peace of mind. So to get an estimate on your repair or replacement, call Dale's Heating and Air at 509-8787 or go online to justcalldales.com. That's justcalldales.com. Dale's Heating and Air, service you can trust.
Mix 1041 is everywhere you go with the free Mix 1041 app. Download for free and listen on your phone and your mobile devices at mymix1041.com. mymix1041.com. Presented by CHI Memorial. Hello, human kindness.
Rick's Plumbing Service, a family-owned business specializing in new commercial and residential plumbing. They can do it all. Rick's Plumbing Service has been in Cleveland for 35 years. Call Jason or Josh at Rick's Plumbing Service, 423-595-6143. That's 595-6143. L&B Appliance is your one-stop appliance shop, locally owned and operated, serving this area for over 30 years. They offer sales and service. L&B Appliance, located on Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland, 423-339-3231. L&B Appliance, large enough to meet all your home appliance needs, small enough to appreciate your business.
When you need a new roof, it's all about trust. Your home is too big of an investment and you can't afford to make a mistake. Cleveland Plywood has the products and expertise you're looking for. Contractors have trusted them for over 50 years. Cleveland Plywood carries only proven products from reputable suppliers like IKO. IKO Cambridge is one of the heaviest weight asphalt shingles you can buy. Ask the experts at Cleveland Plywood to show you why that's important. Plus, IKO's limited warranties are among the industry's best. Protect the investment you made in your home. Go with the pros at Cleveland Plywood. Visit them at 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Yeah. We're about to wrap up our leisure time bowling program here on Mix 104.1 with Bears have won their 7th gold ball with a 58-49 win over the Bartlett Lady Panthers. They've turned the lights out on us. Here's why I was hesitating to see the score there as they're introducing our third game of the day here. This will be the 1A championship between McKenzie and Wayne County. Wayne County is unbeaten, 35-0, I believe, is their record. And then we'll have the 2A game following that with McMinn Central, the Chargerettes, because Johnny Morgan from Etowah.
Go Chargerettes.
And they'll be here trying for their second gold ball. And they will take on Westview. Westview has one loss, I think 33-1, something like that. They've just had the one loss. That'll be the final game of the day here from the Murphy Center as we wrap up girls basketball for 2023. Next week, the boys will play here starting Tuesday. McMinn County, I believe, plays that first day on Tuesday. Not sure who they play, but we'll wish the Cherokees and Coach Randy Casey all the luck in the world. Maybe bring back another state ball, gold ball
in our district.
To our district. Yeah, it'd be great if we could do that. And Coach Reuter's still tied up with the folks out there at the press conference, and we're going to have to wrap it up from here and move out of the way as some other radio stations are standing by waiting to take our spot right here. And for Brian Grisham, Mr. Gary Owen, and back in studio, we had Abe Bates. We appreciate Abe, what he did for us today. And Brian, I'll have to wrap it up by saying this. We love our sponsors. They make all this possible. Without them, we're not going to have this game on the air. We appreciate all of those ever so much. And it's just been a fantastic journey this year. We thought early in the year, this is going to be a good team. It's going to be a really, really good team. I've had an opposing coach ask me, I'm not excited or anything.
No.
He said, is this the best Bradley girls team you've ever seen? I said, well, I've seen an awful lot, and this is one of the very, very best. And this sort of accents what I told him. You know, we could, it could be one of the best. I mean, it is one of the best. I don't know if it's the very best because it's hard to compare.
Hard to compare, yeah.
But anyway, it's been a great, great year, and I appreciate you and everything you've done this year. It's been a lot of fun. We've seen some great basketball, some great teams, and great players.
I appreciate getting to hang out with a Hall of Famer, Gary, and you know, who knows, we may do it again next year.
Well, let's look forward to it. See if we can do it repeat next year.
Sounds good to me.
Until next time, again, we'd like to thank all our great sponsors for what they do for our local schools here at the middle school and high school level. Until then, we'll say so long now. Goodbye, and God bless the state champions.
New year, new you. Now is the time to reinvent the wheel in the revolutionary 2022 Infiniti QX50 starting at $39,000. Whether you purchase or lease your next Infiniti QX50,